up. Working late, breaking necks, no regrets now. War mode, every step like a threat now. Blood, sweat, pay dues, cut the check now. Came for the crown, better show me my respect now. Booming out the west like a high kick. 6 rings like an MJ, cold flow, ice drip. Flow like Ali, hands fast, tight grip. Prince in the 84, every move might flip.
What's good? What's poppin'? Boys in the building. It's a football Friday and it's Halloween. We are still here. Does not stop the party. Moolage is out and about with the kids, but we here. We here.
I'm here.
I said we.
Fuck, man. Go ahead.
All right. We're going to keep this short and sweet because it is a holiday. And, you know, people going to be out with the kids. Some people probably already done with the kids stuff because it's late on the East Coast, but it's still early here on the West Coast. So let's talk about, I'm going to skip all the warm-up shit. We're going straight to the meat and potatoes. I'm going to talk about them goddamn pumpkins in Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski, Miles Garrett, Shedeur Sanders,
Hater.
Dylan Gabriel.
Hater.
We watched the game. You can say what you want. We watched the game last week. Another bad performance by one Dylan Gabriel. And at the end of the game, Kevin Stefanski had some controversial remarks after the game where he said he is going to evaluate everyone on the team except for the quarterback. Dylan Gabriel is cemented as the quarterback going through the bye week into the next game, even after his lackluster performance on Sunday. Let me get you guys' opinions on his performance and Kevin Stefanski's comments after the game.
I need that man fired, bro. I need that man fired immediately, ASAP, bro. Like, if there's another coach that, one, constantly gets out coached, and two, doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, it is Kevin Stefanski on top of Brian Dable. Bro, I don't get how everybody is, it can be critiqued, everybody can be evaluated except the quarterback when the quarterback is literally playing bad as well. Like, and it's crazy because everybody else is actually playing pretty solid. Tight ends are playing solid. O-line is actually playing really well, right? Whenever they decide to run the ball, the running backs look really good, right? It's not anybody else's fault except Kevin Stefanski's, of course, and Andrew Berry, that they don't have any true receiver help outside of tight ends. So, like, everybody needs to be evaluated, bro. Like, your offense isn't good, and there's a few reasons for that. Not to mention, you're supposed to be this prolific offensive guru play caller, and your offense has yet to net over 17 points. The last head coach I said that about, that I said should have been fired, was Josh McDaniels. And what happened to him? He got fired because his offense, being an offensive guru and Super Bowl champion, and he coached Tom Brady to 7, bro, he was the same thing going into week 7, week 8. His offense had yet to score over 21 points. Kevin Stefanski, your offense has yet to score over 17 points.
Very true. What you got, Troy?
We just blame everything on the coaches now?
I just asked you a question.
I'm asking the question. We blame everything on the coaches now?
If it was the coach's decision to do something, yes.
What was his decision what did he make them do out there on the field?
He's continuously playing the quarterback that shouldn't be out on the field.
Calling the plays.
And he's calling the plays.
But so in his guy's a rookie, right? If I'm not mistaken, his quarterback?
Yes. 100%.
So when we see a rookie quarterback, and I'm not saying I think he should start, but when we see a rookie quarterback that we do think should start, we push him, right? Like, oh, this guy should be out there. This guy should be out. Maybe he feel like this guy should be out there. Who are you to say?
No, I agree with that. No, I'm not faulting
There's
him.
growing pains. They're a bad team. 100%. They're a bad team. They're a bad team.
Are they a bad team, or they are a bad
team.
or are they a bad team because of bad quarterback play?
They're a bad team. You don't finish last year 3-14 and not be a bad team.
That's last year. We're talking about this year.
Yeah, they're 2-6 right now. You don't go 2-6 and not be a bad team.
You got a top 10 defense. The offense is the problem.
The offense is the problem. I mean, how many points are they losing by?
I don't have the numbers in front of me right now.
The most they've given up in, I think, in
Was
8
last
weeks
week.
was
last week.
41 to the Ravens. 34
they gave up 41 to the Ravens.
34 to the Lions. 32 to New England.
Yeah, but if you look at what happened in those games, Joe Flacco threw bad interceptions that put the defense in a bad spot.
Quarterback play,
Quarterback play. That's what I said. I said it's all about quarterback play.
So is it so do you so what do you, because I want you to just get to your point. What do you feel the solution is? Since you guys are saying this guy shouldn't be out there, this McDaniels dude shouldn't be out there, or whatever his last name is. No, hold on.
Kevin Stefanski.
No.
Dylan Gabriel.
There you go. Dylan Gabriel shouldn't be out there, right? Who should be out there?
Your backup quarterback, which is Shedeur.
But who's the starting quarterback over there? Is Deshaun, is Watson not over there? Watts?
No,
Mr.
Deshaun Watson's still hurt. He's still hurt.
But he's over there, right?
He's hurt.
But he's over there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't that be the starting quarterback?
He's hurt.
If he was healthy,
would that not be the starting quarterback?
Yeah, if he was healthy, yes, he would be.
Yeah.
So do they not have their backup quarterback in?
Actually, technically, no, they don't, because Deshaun is technically not on the roster right now.
Deshaun is not because he's injured. He's on IR.
He's on IR, but so technically he's not on the roster.
Most likely they'll be having this guy back Deshaun up, no?
No, they cut the two niggas that were before them. Like
right, Joe Flacco, because they would have got rid of Joe anyway.
Kenny Pickett.
And Kenny, well, that's Kenny lose it. But right. I think they have their backup quarterback in, man. I think
why did they trade Joe Flacco?
Because he was winning them games.
Winning who games?
The opposite team.
Right. Thank you. Why did they trade Flacco? They didn't need his old ass. I don't know. They wanted to make room for
because he was playing bad. That's why they did it.
Okay. Were they supposed to trade their rookie quarterback and play bad, and then go to another rookie quarterback?
Yes,
you would think so, especially to a divisional rival.
You had 4 weeks of Dylan.
Maybe what if they feel like the guy who's backing this guy up just isn't ready?
I mean, Dylan Gabriel isn't ready, so
yeah, the guy that's in there now is not ready.
So is it not a lose-lose situation?
No, because
we just fuck it, take him out and try the other one?
Yes.
Well, because honestly, if you think about it, again, this comes down to a Kevin Stefanski problem because you had DTR on the roster just last year and you decided to let him go. You also could have brought in valuable veteran quarterback help. Kirk Cousins is on the market right now saying he wants a starting job.
Kirk Cousins should have a starting job.
You could have easily brought in Kirk Cousins as a veteran and had your two rookie quarterbacks back him up and learn from Kirk Cousins, but you didn't do that. You instead decided to bring back Joe Flacco, who was on the Colts, and then trade him to a divisional rival.
I don't care about none of that because the thing about it is
playing bad. They didn't trade him nowhere.
No, we got bad quarterback play and we have bad coaching. Those two things are going hand in hand right now.
So is that? But I don't think that's the only two things you can say that's wrong with the Browns.
That is 100% what I can say. What is the other? What's the other problem?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not watching the Browns. Fuck the Browns.
Well, I do. Therein lies the difference between the two of us right now. Is that you have a rookie running back who's in the conversation of rookie of the year. He's had 200-yard games. He's run the ball extremely well. He's been carrying the load for the offense because the quarterback can't do it. You have a top 10 defense and a generational talent in Miles Garrett, who is doing what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball. You can't tell how good the receivers are because the quarterback can't get the ball to them. And you have 2 legitimate tight ends.
So why can't the quarterback get the ball to him? Because he just can't throw?
He's 5'8".
I still think they need another receiver.
You probably throw better left-handed than he throws left-handed.
I still think they need another receiver to bolster their receiver room because
you can't. They have Isaiah Bond, but they can't use him because Dylan Gabriel can't throw the ball downfield.
Well, I mean, yeah, and it's like I think even with an Isaiah Bond, even with the Jerry Jeudy, I still think you bring in a guy like a Chris Olave because he would be the oldest guy in that room, and I think he will give a lot of value to that offense, especially with the quarterback like a Shedeur going forward. You bring in Olave, you got Jeudy, you got Isaiah Bond, you got those 2 really good tight ends. The offensive line is actually really solid, right? So
everything on the offense is
so
very good.
If this was the Giants, will we be pushing the same agenda?
The Giants made the change. That's why their quarterback started.
If they went from Russ, like they went from Joe Flacco to this guy, they went from Russ to Daxon, and the Daxon played bad, are we pushing for them to start the guy behind him?
If Jackson Dart plays bad, yeah, you bring in Jameis.
I can swear, like we have talked out against coaches pulling rookies when in their learning curve. Like, don't you think the coach will feel, or the GM, whoever will feel like, hey, this might be a lost season because we don't have a guys. Yeah, we got our other pieces balling out, but let me get this young guy in who I think, and I'm not saying they're right because franchises make mistakes all the time, right? Let me get this young guy in here and let him get some experience. Now, it might not be the right decision for them to do that, right? But in their expert opinion, right, because they're the ones that's there, whether they're stupid or not, they're still the experts that's there, right? What if they don't see any upside to starting the guy behind them?
Because what's happening is now none of this is being made on none of the decisions on the quarterbacks are being made based off of football decisions.
And you can't get any worse.
I mean, you can't get any worse, but we don't automatically see teams go to another guy because that guy isn't playing well. Like,
well, when you have another rookie, I feel like you should.
Dylan Gabriel,
maybe, but do they in history? No. We was complaining a couple of years ago about them not starting in the rookie quarterbacks when the veterans was playing bad.
Washington did it with Kirk Cousins and RG3. Like, they made this way. They drafted both of them in the same year. RG3 got hurt. When he came back, he did not play well.
Well, they pushed him back. Cousins. He wasn't ready to come back.
It doesn't matter what the reason is. They still made the change to Kirk Cousins.
But that's different. You got to go to Kirk because Jameis Winston is coming off an injury and he isn't playing. It wasn't. Jameis. No, it wasn't Jameis.
The next season, it was the next season. He was the next season.
Yeah, RG3. Yes, he came back. And but he came out and said that he wasn't ready to come back. So he came back. He didn't play well, and then they put Kurt out there. But they gave him an opportunity to go out there and play, and then was like, all right, he's not playing up to par. Let's switch out so we could salvage our season. What I'm saying is, what if the Browns don't want to salvage their season? Like, what if they're not looking at Shedeur as the answer to salvage their season? Like, I think the nostalgia is we want Shedeur to just go in. Put him in. Y'all already bad. Put him in. Let's see him because he's the superstar by name. It's like, let's see him. Let's put him in. And I would like to know the Browns' reasoning behind that. It can't be
nostalgia because Shedeur has never played.
I mean, the name. Listen, y'all. Listen. They got y'all up here talking about him 7 weeks in a row. So his name got to be ringing bells somewhere. And I'm pretty sure you two not the only ones that would like to see Shedeur in the starting lineup. Because and if you don't think they hear that shit, they hear it.
Because everybody's seeing the exact same thing.
But what are they seeing?
A bad quarterback on the field.
What are they seeing? Not us. What are they seeing?
What is who seeing?
The coaches. What are they seeing that they still want this guy in?
They see the exact same thing
bias?
we see. They see
straight
yes.
bias? Yes. I don't know if I can believe that.
Why not?
Because if you want to win, you put the quarterback that's going to win you the games in.
Not
if
you put the quarterback in if you like the quarterback.
I mean, I can understand that if you didn't want to draft him and whatever, but then yeah, he's not gonna go in. Like, if I didn't want him and this nigga made me draft him, then if he's not gonna force me to put him in, I'm not putting him in.
So, but then
we talked about last week about guys drafting their guys, and if this is not his guy, then no, he's not gonna want to play him. It's the same thing to me.
But your guy looks like shit.
So, like I said, you can't get any worse.
Listen, Danny Dimes looked like shit, came out, had a good season, and went back to shit, and now he having a good season. So you don't know. You don't know, man. They said Jameis Winston was cooked. Nigga went and got eye surgery, came back and started cooking, and then he went back to not cooking. But you don't know. So it's like, can he have some learning curves? Yeah. How is he going to fix those out on the field? Is all I'm saying.
But everybody, they said that Shedeur Sanders, we'll just talk about Shedeur, and you tell me if this sounds right to you. They said Shedeur Sanders did not have ideal size to play quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is 6'2", 220. They said
the average quarterback
around 6'3". It's an inch taller than him. Do you know how Do you know how tall Dylan Gabriel is?
He's probably like 5'5".
Close. He's 5'8".
And he's short.
They said that Shedeur didn't have the arm strength to make all the throws in the NFL. You know who really doesn't have the arm strength to make all the throws, and we see it every week since he started, is Dylan Gabriel.
And maybe Dylan shows it in the practice, but then he get out on the field and it's a different game, man. Who knows?
That's not my problem. Then you need to sit your dumb ass down.
Maybe he got the mafia on his back too. Who knows?
I don't care that he can't be on the field. Because what you're doing is
to us, he can't be on the field, right? But to the Browns, obviously, he can be on the field.
No, because Miles Garrett don't feel that way.
He shouldn't.
Delpit, the safety Delpit, he does not feel that way.
100%, because they caught up in the nostalgia of getting, Sanders in the game.
There is no nostalgia. He never played.
They want him in the game, though. That's the nostalgia of getting him in the game, man. His last name carries nostalgia. It is. You got a whiff of it on there. You can smell it when he come around.
No.
You feel me? That's why the Browns ain't doing. Listen, you acting like this something new. Like this shit ain't new with the Browns. Like this shit ain't new. It's what they do.
I mean, I still think it's bad coaching though, because at the end of the day, if you have two quarterbacks, why not evaluate
bad coaching? Is it bad coaching, or is it just and I should have said this earlier instead of saying a team? Is it bad coaching, or is it just a bad franchise? Because we can go back to all the different coaches that been here. These aren't the same coaches. We go back to the coaches, years ago that was doing the same thing. Bad quarterback play, bad play, like bad coaching. Like the Browns, this is what they do. Like I'm looking at their record, bro. They only had a couple of winning seasons throughout the history of their fucking existence in the last fucking 50 years. Like it's not many. 4-12, 5-11. This is 2011, 2012, 5-11, 4-12, 7-9, 3-13, 1-15, 0-16. Like this is what they do.
Okay, so
why do we expect anything different from the Browns? Like if this was somebody else, then yeah, I get it. But is it just because Shedeur is there that we want to push them so hard to get Daniels out the way to get Shedeur in? Or what would we be doing this if this was I didn't hear this much talk. I didn't hear this much talk to get Russ out the game, bro. I wasn't hearing. Giants made that move on their own because they believed more in their younger quarterback.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, I'm serious. I didn't hear it.
Nobody wanted Russ to start. No, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, Russ starts. Russ starts. Russ always starts. And then he did not take out.
There was every Giant fan that I know. I got three of them
Russ.
That are my brothers.
That's fine. That's fine. I got some Giants fans too. And we was kind of looking forward to what Russ was going to do.
Even in Pittsburgh, they didn't want Russ to start.
Yeah, I get it. We watched his bad play, but we didn't want Russ. I'm not saying we wanted him, but yeah, I don't think people went into the
season. Russ didn't play bad.
Jax or whatever. I don't think I wasn't hearing much murmurs on my end of let's start the rookie when our season started. But I was hearing a lot of murmurs before the season started of they should start Shedeur. And here we are, week 9. Are we in week 9 now? We're in week 9?
Yeah. But
I don't know why you looked at me like that.
Well, we actually been calling for Stefanski job for the past 3 years. This
Yeah.
is before Shedeur had even been drafted. Like we said,
So
he's not a
so
good
back in
coach.
2023, I was calling
Put
for
it
the
like this.
job
Put it like this.
Yeah,
No. I got this right.
when he went 11 and
Sure.
6 and
This
lost
is the thing.
to.
yeah,
No. See what he's
yes.
trying to,
I called
no.
for his
Freeze.
fucking job.
No, freeze.
Absolutely.
No, freeze. See what he's trying to do right now is he's trying to make this about Shedeur. No. When DTR was there, I said they need to bench Flacco and everybody and start DTR. It's not about they never committed to a young quarterback while he was there.
Well, who was there?
Stefanski. He didn't commit to Baker. He didn't commit to fucking. He drafted DTR. The nigga never played.
He didn't commit to Baker, and Baker asked for him personally.
Baker, you know why he didn't commit to Baker. Let's not go there. Stay on track here.
Why not?
Baker's the only quarterback that made him relevant.
When was this? Back in 2020?
Yeah, he won Coach of the Year because of him.
That's 2020, right? When they went 11 and 5.
Yeah, when they lost to the Chiefs in the divisional round, that quite literally made
10, 6, 8, and 9.
made
I don't know if that's how you make a
relevant.
coach's name right there. 4 years. When did he start coaching him? When he got him, or in 2020?
No, he came after. Was it after? It was Baker's second year.
It was Baker's second year because Baker asked for him personally. He came after Freddie Kitchens.
All right, so when Baker asked for him, they went 11 and 5 the season that they got him in 2020, and then the season after under Baker Mayfield they went 8 and 9.
Yeah, that's the year Baker hurt his
And
shoulder.
then the season after that,
that's the year Baker tore his. Yeah, that's the year Baker tore his labrum.
And then they brought in what, Deshaun?
Yeah.
And then he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Is there hope still out for Deshaun? Like, I don't know. Like,
Deshaun's supposed to be coming. They said
should he lose his job? I don't know.
He's practicing now. He should be back. They're gonna
I do think you guys are on a witch hunt of coaches getting fired that you want fired because of all the coaches that's getting fired that you don't want to be fired.
No, I want coaches fired who don't do their job.
And
I don't know who's been fired that I didn't want to be fired.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. There was somebody that's getting fired that we didn't think should be fired. And then we was talking about Daboll and how Daboll should be fired.
Yeah.
I remember, so I don't remember the name.
Well, the coaches that we were talking about last week that we said should not be fired, they haven't been fired. So we ain't got nothing to worry about that.
Technically, the Dolphins already told Josh McDaniels he's done. They just told him he's going to finish out the season. They fired the general manager, and they informed him that
why are they firing him though?
Because when you get rid of the head coach, the general manager's not
I mean, why are they firing the coach though? Why they want to fire the coach?
Because the team is underperforming.
And it's been like that for 3 years.
That's how this works.
You keep saying 3 years, and they was 11 and 6 in 2023.
And that's the problem because you can look at the record, but the record doesn't tell the full story when it comes to, especially when it comes to the Dolphins.
I 100%, especially when it comes to 100%. But that's the same thing. I'm just pointing out. It's the same thing with the Browns. Like they have had good defenses. They have had solid O lines. Like quarterback play is always the question for them. And even though a lot of people was calling and saying Baker Mayfield was the quarterback out there, that he was just that good. Mel, you was one of them. You feel me? The Browns just don't handle them situations well. But to me, it's not a coaching thing because it has been done the same way in the past. Is what I said earlier. So is it a coaching thing or is it a franchise?
It's both.
It's a coaching thing.
Even if you say it's a coaching thing because of the coaches that's in position, who hires the coaches? So to me, it wouldn't be a coach thing; it would be a franchise thing because they're hiring. It's a franchise thing because they're putting the coaches into place to run the team the way they want to be ran. Right?
It's still
so
if
they're picking up the same person after the same person after the same person after the same type person, that doesn't fall on the coach that they're paying to come in. That falls on the organization because they're not getting the number one job you got to get right is the coach, right? But if the coach doesn't fit, but okay, so is the coach going to coach or is the coach going to listen to what the fucking people on top of him want? So a lot of times we talked about that too, that it's not always on the coaches. They still have to listen to what comes down on them. So is it really bad coaching play, or are they told to be that they need to do things a certain way?
It's bad.
What if
coaching.
it's not?
bad
What if it's
coaching.
not the coaching? You could say bad coaching goes with it, but the coaches wouldn't be in the place. To my original point, the coaches wouldn't be in the place if the franchise got it right? And we know some franchises are good at picking coaches and then picking their successors to carry on the success of their team. Right? We look at the Steelers. They picked a great coach. He's been there for years. Jim Harbaugh. His brother was here for years before he went to college and then came back. So you can pick a decent coach, right? But the game plan and what you put in place, that the culture there has to fit too. And that's why I say it's more on the franchise, because it doesn't matter who they brung in to when the coach was there before they got this guy and they weren't good, and then the quarterback this, and then they bring this guy in. It's the same thing. But if we go back years before, it's the same thing. They bring a guy in and the guy doesn't work. So when do we start putting the onus on the Browns to get it right, to get the right head coach to come in and turn that franchise around, instead of just looking like, oh, it's on the coaches? No, it's on the franchise to put the guy in the place to succeed. And if you're not putting the right guy there, then a guy will never succeed. You need to find the right coach. It's exactly what we talked about with the Giants, that Daboll isn't the right coach for him, right? That we would like to see somebody else come in and do this with the guys. It's the same thing with the Browns. They have to find the right person, the right personnel, the right coaching staff to come in and turn those guys around. Because as much as I attack Baker, that season that they had, they were a great team, and we were thinking that they were going to go further than what they went in the playoffs. So we can't say that they don't have a formula of getting it right. What happened after that season? Is it players? Is it coaching? Is it the owners? What is it after that? It's not just on the coaching.
It's coaching, because every coach has a staple of what and who they are.
Mm-hmm.
They have a calling card. His is offense. He
right,
is
but does it work for every offense? Can you put him on every single team and it works?
If you are an offense guy,
it's supposed to, but it doesn't.
We've never seen, as bad as a coach as I think Josh McDaniels is. If there is one thing that I can say that he did well, his offenses were always good. Mm-hmm. He may suck as a head coach. His offenses were good. Josh McDaniels, even with the Dolphins looking as bad as they are, I can't really say it's him, because the quarterback is fucking up. The players on the field are good. The scheme works. We've seen the scheme work. The problem, the dude that's pulling the trigger. When you get a defensive guy, when Bruce Arians went to Tampa, he got his offense straight. Even though he had Tom Brady, the offense, it doesn't matter. Calling cards are calling cards. If you don't do what you do well and you're failing, it's your fault. If the Browns were getting their teeth kicked in, but the offense was scoring 30 points a game, it's not on him. That's not the case. The offense is ass. It's terrible. Your quarterback is completing Dylan Gabriel is throwing the ball 3.5 yards down the field. That is less than a running play. That is disgusting.
Is that just his arm, or is that the plays that they're calling for him?
They're calling it because his arm sucks.
I think it's both. But
we see them call that with young quarterbacks all the time, and then sometimes they do have a good enough arm to throw it down the field, but they just don't give them the playbook.
They do that in the beginning.
At the end of the day, I feel like it don't matter. I feel like it doesn't matter. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like it doesn't matter, bro, because as a GM, and I hear what you're saying, Troy, but as a GM, you're not also a coach. You're not in the film rooms. You're not in the players' meetings. You're not in the coaches' meetings. You are a GM. You hire and conduct with the owner on who to hire. And if you feel like you're the person, or if you keep going down the line and feel like the person isn't, or the people that you keep hiring aren't obviously the good enough candidate, then yeah, that becomes a GM problem. But when you bring in a coach, or when you bring in multiple coaches whose job or whose calling card is to have an explosive offense, and on top of that, doing the job of a GM, right, conducting with the coach, conducting with the owners about who to draft and bringing in top tier talent, but not being able to figure it out and put that top tier talent together, that will quite literally cost you your job. So at the end of the day, yeah, they can go out and find coach after coach after coach after coach after coach after coach, but at some point in time, a coach has to figure it the fuck out. They can't just keep, oh, well, we picked the wrong guy. So no, like one of you niggas gotta figure it out. It can't be oh well shit, we picked the wrong guy, so now we gotta go. Nah, like we're coming to you and telling you, bro, you gotta figure your shit out. We drafted you or we hired you so you can be an offensive guy. Now be an offensive guy and figure this shit the fuck out. Because we're not gonna sit up there and keep paying all these coaches and keep paying all these coaches and keep paying all these coaches to keep going on a coaching carousel search when we hired you for this specific reason. Now prove to us why we should retain you. Because at the end of the day, they still got to go out there and do a job.
You still have to coach. Like at the end of the day, your job as a head coach is to coach. At the end of the day.
Nope. I'm not saying his job isn't to coach though. And I see he's been here for 6 years. So I'm not even gonna say he's a Dayball, give him a chance. So, but if it's necessary to fire him, then fire him. But I just don't think for me the onus falls just on the coach. I think the coach takes a big part of it. Yes, 100%, because you have to figure it out. You have to get it right. But it's also on the organization to make sure they're picking the right guys. So Moolish, they won't have to pay coach after coach after coach after coach. It's the same thing. And I'm saying this because the Giants have done it. We have had a coach, got rid of him, got another coach, got rid of him 2 years later, got a coach, got rid of him 2 years later, got another coach, and we're still paying off all of them. So
yeah, but it's not 2 years later. We're 6 years in.
Right, and that's why I said he has his 6 years. I would give you he has had his time to prove himself. But Kitchens only got 1 year. Williams only finished out the year when they got rid of Jackson. Jackson had 3 years. I don't know how you say this guy named Penning had 2 years. Then Chichuza had 1 year. Like, this is what the Browns do. They move on from quarterbacks left to right. I mean, coaches left to right. And that's not a formula for success, especially when you have a young quarterback that's out here trying to learn the game, whether it's
that's not
so
but that's not Kevin Stefanski's issue. He's been here for 6 years.
Right. So and this is another thing, right? So if Stefanski is calling the plays the way he's calling them, do you think he calls them different if he puts Sanders in?
He has to.
I don't think so.
The skill set is different.
Yeah, he has to because they don't have the same.
He can still give him a playbook that's dink and dunk. We see it done all the time. But not let him take shots down the field.
This is not the same offense that Joe Flacco was running.
Right.
So if this is Joe Flacco wasn't doing what Dylan Gabriel's doing right now.
I don't listen. Maybe they don't trust him. Maybe they trust him a little. Maybe they trust him more than they trust Shedeur. I don't know.
No, this is a person. This is a coach cutting off his nose despite his face.
So who's backing Stefanski up right? This Stefanski up. Who's his if they fire him right now, who would take over as interim?
I don't know. That's a decision they would have to make. I don't know.
All right, so because I thought it was just the guy behind him for the time being.
I don't know
who's the offensive coordinator.
I don't know who.
So let's say that guy comes in, you think right away he's like, "Fuck it, we put Shedeur in."
Does he? No. I mean, that's a conversation that the organization has already had that conversation with Kevin Stefanski this week.
What have you guys?
They told him there was like they do not agree with him not playing Shedeur based off of the 4-week sample size that they have seen from Dylan Gabriel.
Where did they say that at? I want to see that clip.
I know I should have brought it. I can.
Yeah, you gotta bring it with me. You know this move. Yeah, I mean, Mel, you gotta bring it with me. I'm just playing devil's advocate, you know. I'm just
no.
Just trying to pull it out.
I mean, look. I mean, Kevin Stefanski's job is tied to Dylan Gabriel. It's tied to it because he's made it tied to Dylan Gabriel. Because if he felt that Shedeur Sanders was as bad as he says he is or thinks he is, then what you do is you put Shedeur out there so he can fail. You put him out there so he can fail. So you can tell everybody, see, I told y'all he wasn't no good. But the problem is he put Dylan Gabriel ass out there. Now the bar that Shedeur has to reach is so fucking low. If Shedeur goes out in the game and drops 25 on the team, everybody's gonna lose their shit. Gonna lose their shit.
Lose their fucking mind.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, the offense looks so much better with Shedeur out there."
And then
he set the bar so low for Shedeur, he's gonna bury himself.
And then that's all fine, and then that can happen. But so is the Browns the only team with this coaching problem that we're talking about?
No, I told you the Dolphins got this problem. The Giants got the problem. The fucking
the Bills have one.
The Bills.
Bengals.
The Bills.
Zach Taylor's on that list.
The Bills.
Yes.
It's
The Buffalo Bills, yes.
Tennessee, the Jets.
They already fired their coach.
Tennessee already fired the coach.
The Raiders.
They on the fence with his ass too.
They allows to say his seat is heating up right now.
The Texans.
No,
because they're dealing with a lot of injuries.
D'Amico's fine.
What about the Saints? Can get rid of theirs?
Nope, he's the new coach.
He just got there, but I mean, we'll see how that goes.
What about the Cardinals? They having a coaching problem?
Nope, he just got there too.
Washington?
Nah, because he's actually doing pretty solid.
No, Washington don't have no problem. Vikings don't have a problem.
Falcons
don't have a problem. They have a quarterback problem, but they don't have a coaching problem.
The Cowboys?
Possibly.
Cowboys, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
What about the Panthers? They got
no.
Panthers are fine.
Panthers are actually going in the right direction for once.
Panthers are going in the right direction. I just think it's interesting. There's other teams out here that's playing worse than the Browns, but those coaches, I guess, their first year, and we need to give them more time, right? Stefanski has 6 years. I'm not saying we give Stefanski more time. I don't want y'all to think that's my point. You can fire the guy if you want, but I don't think bringing in another head coach without fixing your other problems, bro, and finding the reason why the Panthers are on the up and up is because they changed their culture and they found the culture. It's the same reason why the Lions are playing so well, right, in the last couple of years. It's because they changed the culture over there. The Browns haven't changed their culture.
Winning changes culture.
Right, but they haven't been winning to change the culture. And
so
even
why would you keep a quarterback who's in there?
But that's not that. I'm not even talking about quarter. I'm talking about the years and years and years of not winning. I'm talking about the years of not winning.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the years of
not winning. Year 2.
Maybe Stefanski, but I'm talking about as a whole. Where do you get? Because a coach can come in and win a season, and then the next season, every time when you look, but unless you go back a couple of 20 years ago, they have a bad season right after.
That's not that's bad coaching. That means what you did the season before was just a blip on the radar.
Or injuries come into play. Or teams get better. And like you lose somebody important. Like it's a lot of factors that go into it.
It's still coaching.
That's true, but at the same time, with Kevin Stefanski, that is his fault.
Yeah, because the guys on the back end still have to be good. They still have to be coached
Baker
up.
Arm is his fault.
Who was the backup?
Yeah, actually, yes, it is.
Fucking Johnny Manziel. I don't know who the backup.
Yes, it is. If we really want to get into that, yes, it is.
I mean,
he did. Along with the organization, knew that Baker had a torn labrum, and he literally said, if Baker did not go out there, that they would cut him without pay. That's why Baker is so adamant about hating the Browns. And Baker's on record saying
it's a bad franchise. That's all Troy wants to get clear. It's a bad franchise.
That's true. I mean, two teams can be true at the same time.
That's all my point has been here. Is to me, it's not so much of bad coaching, bad quarterback play. It's
those two things. Franchise. Those two. The franchise only deals. Franchise. The coach has to deal with the shit that's on the field. The franchise has nothing to do with what's on the field.
That's not necessarily always true.
The franchise runs the business.
That's not always true.
The coaches operate the business. He has to still run. He still has to go out on. He still has to take those 53 men and produce on the football field.
Mm-hmm.
He still has to do that.
But it's a lot more that goes into that. We can't make it like it's so black and white and it's so just simple and laid out on the table. There's so many factors that go into a football team being good. Yes, look at the Ravens. There's so much injuries. Do we think the Ravens are a bad team? No, we do not.
Look at freeze it. Freeze it right there, right where you just said. They made a bad coaching decision by when Lamar got hurt, they put in Cooper Rush. They knew that they fucked up. The second they bring in Snoop Huntley, did they not win that game?
Yep.
Did the offense look better?
Yep.
Well, Cooper Rush?
No, with Snoop Huntley. Because the offense was built around a quarterback with the skill set of Lamar Jackson, not Cooper Rush. So when you go get a Snoop Huntley, he may not be Lamar, but he's the closest thing you can get.
So
the offense still operates at a high level.
Right, because you have to find somebody, a player that fits into your offense. And then, like you said, Cooper Rush would not fit into the offense. But why would we go and sign a guy like Cooper Rush? Who pays that guy ultimately? Why would we go get a guy like Cooper Rush? Ultimately, because we think he can help the team, right? If Lamar goes down, we think he can ultimately help the team. But when you get in a predicament and you're able to see how it plays out in real time, you might say, hey, this ain't fucking working. We got to do something else. That's what you want the Browns to do, right? Yes. Some teams just don't fucking do that.
Well,
how long?
That's bad coaching.
That's bad coaching. It is. You can 100% say it's bad coaching, right? And I said it goes into it. But when you have bad coaching connected to all these other plethora of bad things that's going on within the franchise, to me, it becomes the franchise.
But that has
over the coaching. You have to fix the culture before you can get a coach in there to do the things that you need to do. What is the Browns' culture? What are their culture? Are they a running team, passing team? What are their culture?
They're a running team.
So, and they have been, right? With Nick Chubb, they have been with Nick Chubb.
This season. Yeah, no, they haven't.
Right. But they got rid of Nick Chubb. Who's there now?
I just told you, Quinyon Junkins. They got to do.
Junkins.
They believe in him so much. They take Dylan Gabriel off the field and they run the fucking Wildcat when they get into the 20, when they get inside the red zone. If you have to take your quarterback off the field, you don't trust your quarterback.
In situations, yes, there are quarterbacks that coaches don't trust in situations.
Inside the red zone, the most important part of the field, you don't trust your quarterback.
There's some coaches in the history of the NFL that would put another guy in or call a Wildcat in certain
name the good quarterback that they take out.
I'm not saying it's a good quarterback, bad quarterback. It could be a scheme thing.
That's the point.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. When they were using Tayshaun Hill over in the Saints in the Wildcat on certain downs. Because it better fit the offense. You fucking seeable Jameis Winston. Like, was it not?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he not like he had a good season, no? Did he not?
No.
Yes, he did. Now he's not having a good season. Now he not.
Look, coaching is coaching. It's
but the Saints, they was cooking over there. Everybody was saying he was making a resurrection, and then he came out with the bed. Jameis Winston, man. Don't stop acting like you weren't hearing to talk to Jameis Winston balling out over there in the Saints.
But Jameis isn't the starting. He wasn't the starting quarterback. He was the backup.
He's still balling. Who started over Jameis? Who was there?
He did not ball. That's when
he balled.
That's
who was starting?
Derek Carr.
That's when Derek Carr got
Derek Carr. That's right, David Carr. I remember.
So again, coaching. I don't care.
Culture.
Well, even then, if you say
the
culture,
team doesn't have
coach,
a winning culture, they're not going to win.
That's coaching. That's
the head coach is the one who establishes the culture.
The coach sets the culture.
No, that's the team.
He establishes the culture.
The head coach sets the culture.
That's the team.
That's the coach.
That's the team.
Yeah, the head coach establishes the culture.
I'm literally not going to sit here and say all the Giants' problems is on the coach. It's on the team too. It's on the guys in front of those guys.
The culture is set by the head coach.
It's set by the team too, by the guys in front of them too. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well,
culture is set by the
play a role in it too.
The Giants have one more problem outside of coaching, and that is whatever turf monster it is that hurts all of their fucking star players.
And who makes that decision, Lou? Who picks the turf?
Nigga.
Who picks the turf? Is it the coach?
Is the coach too? I'm just saying. I'm saying is they gotta do something over there in MetLife because whatever fucking turf monster they got over there does not like ACLs.
Yeah, don't like ACLs. But like I said, I just think more of the Giants' problems is it comes from other places than just the coaches because we have tried different coaches and it just don't fucking work. And we can keep blaming coach after coach after coach after coach. What if the Browns go through 5 more coaches and they're still a bad team? Are we still gonna be sitting here saying, oh, it's the coach? It's the coach.
Yes.
No, it's the fucking team.
It's the coach.
It's the team.
It's the coach.
It's the team.
Yes.
Alabama was ass until Nick Saban got there.
It's the team
It's
because
Nick Saban.
right, and that can happen, right?
It's
I'm
the
not
coach.
saying I did not say a coach cannot come in and him himself change the culture, but the guys behind him have to be on have his back to help change the culture, make sure they're getting the right pieces, make sure to help the training staff is there, make sure their guys are staying healthy, make sure their guys are on track. Like it's the plethora of things that go into a winning football team than just the head coach. But yes, we know everything that happens on the team is blamed on the head coach. I know that. Yes, that is a fact. It is blamed on. But should it be? What I'm saying is no. If a team keeps bringing in coach after coach after coach, or keeps a coach that's bad,
coaches don't get.
If Stefanski was bad for 6 years, Amel, if Stefanski was bad for 6 years, whose fault is it that Stefanski is still there? It's not Stefanski's fault.
Yeah, it's Stefanski's fault that they suck.
So whose fault is it that he's still there after sucking year after year after? Okay, so it falls on the team. It's a collective thing. It's not just him. They can get rid of him at any point. They're not. Why? When he keeps failing. Why? When so many other teams are just throwing coaches away after one season of having a bad team, just signed them the year before, throwing them away like they fucking hotcakes.
Because the Browns finally
because the Browns are a bad organization.
Are you gonna let me talk, or are you gonna keep talking over me?
But
I wasn't talking over you. I was talking.
They've tried and they've brought in top talent, and he hasn't been able to put it together.
No, the Browns finally did something that they never did. They stuck with a head coach, even though he was fucking up. That's why he's been there for 6 years. And it hasn't been 1 year out, 2 year out. No, they said, no, all right, cool. Let's just stick with the nigga and see what happens. And it still sucks. He sucks as a coach.
And they gave him opportunities.
If you feel
they literally gave him opportunities.
I'm with you. But I don't think the Browns' problems are solved by just bringing a coach in. Maybe I'm wrong. Bring a coach in and let me see it. The Giants thought their problems were solved by bringing coaches in. And
why
what happened?
Why did the Giants bring in Brian Daboll?
Because they thought he was going to come and fix the fucking team after the fucking guy behind him fucked it up, right? But what is the reality of it?
Because they thought that Brian Daboll could do to Daniel Jones what he did to Josh Allen.
100%.
So
if the organization brung him in thinking he can do this and he doesn't achieve that, yes, that falls on him. But it also falls on the organization, but thinking he can turn a Josh Allen, not Josh Allen, into a Josh Allen. That's not on him. That's on the organization.
That's how you hire coaches. Ben Johnson, they hired,
but that doesn't just because somebody else doesn't mean it translates to somebody else.
Let me make my point now.
Shane Steichen did it.
Hired Ben Johnson because of what he did.
Not done no move.
What he did with the Lions. You don't know. So the expectation is everything you did with the Lions, I need you to do that here. That's why they brought him in. The same way Brian Daboll, what you did in Buffalo, we hiring you to do that.
What was Brian Daboll? Was he not a quarterback or offensive? What was he over there? He wasn't the head coach, I don't think.
No, he was the quarterback's coach and offensive coordinator.
Right. So you brung him in as a head coach to think that he was going to focus in on a Daniel Jones and turn him into a Josh Allen.
Yes,
that is the organization thinking that way. That's not Daboll thinking that way. Now, if the organization is sold on Daboll getting in, sweet talking him on that doesn't fall on Daboll. It falls on the organization because they're giving this guy. They're being like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy. This is our guy. That falls on them when it then becomes not their guy. It then falls on them when it becomes, oh, he isn't so great. It falls on the organization when it's like, maybe this guy is the right guy for the team. It doesn't fall on solely on the coach is what I'm saying. It's on both ends of it. It's on the coach for not achieving what he's supposed to achieve 100%. But if it's a bad coach off the start, like Daboll, like I said, Daboll is, like he should never be, or whatever it is, then that falls on the organization that guy gets a chance. When we know, and we have talked on this podcast, that there's so many other people that deserve head coaching jobs. That is on the organization, not Daboll, not Stefanski. That's on the Browns. They have to get it right. And you could be right. The Browns could be like, oh, let's give them a chance because we're cutting through so many coaches. But why this guy gets the chance? Is he the right guy for the chance? I don't think so, right? Because that's what you're saying. He's not the right guy. So that doesn't fall on just Stefanski. It falls on the organization for giving the wrong guy the chance. That's all I'm saying.
Now, are you gonna let me talk? Okay. Thank you.
I'm listening.
It is Brian Daboll's fault because the Giants hired him to be the head coach with the expectation of what he is going to do with the offense and with the quarterback based off his track record. If you do not live up to your track record, that is not the organization's problem. That is your problem. You did that. Because now we have to look back and be like, was it Josh Allen or was it Brian Daboll? That's the problem. When the Bears hired Ben Johnson, they had an explosive offense over there in Detroit. He turned around Jared Goff's career. So we have a young, talented quarterback with a bunch of weapons here in Chicago. Can he do that here in Chicago? You know what? That Chicago offense looks a lot better than it did last year. You also know who looks better? Caleb Williams. That is the expectation when you bring in a head coach, is that what they do best, why you hired them, is going to be out in front and showcased. Brian Daboll, Kevin Stefanski, they have not showcased what it is for them to get those jobs.
Right. And you just thank you. That last statement goes right back into mine. If Stefanski has not shown what makes him get that job, why did the Browns give it to him?
You don't know, because the product on the field, you base it off of the production on the field.
So if the Giants took Daboll with the hopes that Daboll could do this one thing to their coach, and it's wrong, it's not just Daboll's fault. The organization, right? Whoever's picking the coaches, right? The GM, the president, whoever's picking the coaches. Your job is to find the best person for the team, right? Not the best person for this player, the best person for the team. Like you just said, they had a guy had an explosive offense. This guy came in, he was able to turn Jared Goff around and do Caleb look right, because they know he's this. This is what he's going to come in and do to this section of the field, the offensive section. Daboll isn't going in there like, oh, this is what you do to the offense section. No, I need you to do what Josh Allen was doing.
That's why they did. That's why they brought him in. Because of what he did with the Bills. With the Bills' offense and Josh Allen.
To Josh Allen. But so when you're thinking about Josh Allen, does Daniel Bryan has Josh Allen's attributes? Are they the same type of physical quarterback?
They're more similar than they're not.
I don't know. I will give Josh Allen, but okay, I'll give you that they are, right? I'll give you that. You're right. They are, right? But is Daniel Bryan's on Josh Allen's level? And I know you don't think highly of Josh Allen, but he is a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. Do you see Daniel Jones now? Oh, 100%, because he got away from a bad organization.
A bad coach.
That's why. Look at Saquon.
He got away from a bad coach.
No, he got rid of a bad organization.
A bad coach.
He got away from a bad coach. So Saquon Barkley's only coach was Daboll.
Was it?
No, it was not. He had 3 coaches since he's been there. Why do you think he wanted out of the Giants? Why? Because the problems kept consistent. That wasn't the coach's thing. Not fixing the offensive line.
Who was he least effective with?
That's not even true, because he wanted to stay in New York.
Yeah, he wanted to stay. Definitely wanted to stay in there, and they didn't want to give him. They didn't want to pay him the money, but he left ultimately because the Giants wouldn't fix. The part of him leaving was because we wouldn't fix the offensive line, and he was tired of getting hit in the backfield. That's just what it is. That's the problems, right? So what I'm saying is, if all of these coaches is coming in and the problem still pre-exists, and none of the coaches that you are hiring to fix the problem is working, it then falls on you to get the correct pick right. Yes, it falls on the coaches, but it does not solely fall on them, because the organization has to get the right pick. The guy coming in and turning Jeff Goff around, guess what? He was the right pick for the team. A guy going in, look, Sean Payton. Would we say Sean Payton is not a good coach?
Yes.
I don't know if we would say he's a great coach. Does he fit the fucking Broncos? Is he the right coach for the Broncos?
Is he the right coach for the Broncos?
Is he the right coach for the Broncos? No. No.
Personally,
he's not. So that falls on fucking the people up top that hired him, not on him. You give him the opportunity to, and when he can't, yes, it falls on him. But when you give him the opportunity when he's not a good fit for what you need, then, bro, that shit falls on you. That shit falls on you. The Giants saw a quarterback that resembled another quarterback. It's like, turn this nigga into that. Do what you did over there to that. Was Daboll a good fit for this team? No, he wasn't. But the last guy wasn't either. And neither was the guy before that. I don't know what guy after Tom Coughlin was the right guy for the Giants. That doesn't fall on solely on them. It falls on the Giants to pick somebody to success Tom Coughlin so we can still have success.
In the
right? The
Giant
Patriots.
sense, it does.
What do you mean?
And in the Giant sense, I feel like you're correct. But in the sense of the Cleveland Browns, I would say it's
They never
solely
had real
on Kevin
success.
Stefanski.
But that's the no,
But
because you have to go back further. The quarterbacks before him has done the same thing. The same exact
success
thing.
is how you determine who's the coach for the team.
100%, 100%. But all the stuff around it comes into play too. Your guys got to be willing to play for you. That goes into coaching, yes, 100%. But if a guy's not happy because of his contract, that doesn't go into coaching. If a guy's holding out, that doesn't go into coaching.
It does go into coaching.
No, it doesnn't. A lot of times
Yes.
these guys are in. Who was Jerry Jones? I mean, who was fucking Carson Parsons? Whatever, the guy, the linebacker from the Cowboys in conversation with? Was he in conversation with McCarthy or was he in conversation with Jerry Jones?
McCarthy wasn't the coach.
Or whoever the coach is. Whoever the coach is. Was he in conversation with him for his contract or was he in conversation with Jerry Jones?
As a player, if your relationship is great with the head coach,
not always necessarily. That's not true.
We
hear
a lot of
stories about that all the time.
It's
not true, man. It's not always necessarily true. But you go ahead.
But I think specifically with the Browns, like you said, if they're actively getting talent and actively getting pieces around for not only the head coach but for the quarterback to operate with, and the head coach still cannot put it together, then yeah, I do feel like the coach needs to be fired. Now you are 100%. Correct in that sense where it's like, all right, well, if you see this product on the field hasn't been consistent or hasn't been successful to the level in which you want it to be, then yeah, it's time to make a coaching change and let that person go. So I do feel what you're saying on that sense where it's like, okay, well, maybe you guys, it's on the organization's fault for retaining him as long as they have. But the main woes of the organization as to why he should be fired or why they as to why he should be fired, that is on him. Now, if you want to blame the organization for keeping him as long as they have, absolutely, because we've been saying that, we've been barking up that tree for, like I said, for 3 fucking years.
And that's all I'm saying. Same thing with the Giants. It's their fault. They both been there this long because they wanted him to try something. It didn't work. We complain about them pulling the trigger too early. Then we complain about them not pulling the trigger early enough. Like, can every team get it right? No. Some teams are going to get it wrong. Now, there are some teams that get it wrong and fix it along the way, right? Panthers, with the Lions, they fixing it along the way. But there's just a fucking team like the Browns who've always been losers that don't get it right because they don't pick the right fucking coach. But the talent being there.
The problem all of this is what you're doing now is your Miles Garrett is never going to get the proper respect that he deserves because this team is ass and it's the coach's fault. Miles Garrett might be the best defensive end we've ever seen play football in the NFL. But the reason why he's never going to get put in that conversation as a Reggie White, as a Bruce Smith, as who else played end? I can't. My mind is going to go crazy right now. But those 2 guys in particular, Reggie White, Bruce Smith, he's never played a meaningful game in the playoffs. Not one. He's never made it to a Super Bowl. Not one. He doesn't play meaningful games. The man has 111 sacks already. He's not even 30 years old. We're missing out. We're watching a generational talent get wasted in Cleveland.
I don't know if I agree, Jim. I do agree he's getting wasted with the overall look of the team, right? Team isn't winning. Your play kind of goes because you're not in the playoff conversation, then you're not in the championship conversation. But I think talented players will always be talented players no matter where they play. Would we like to see those players on better teams? 100%. If Miles Garrett was on the Steelers right now, hell yeah, he'd be getting so much more love. But if I can't sit here and agree with the fact where I'm talking about fans ain't going to look at this guy like what he is on the field. Because I don't see nobody disrespecting Miles Garrett. I don't see nobody.
They're saying Micah Parsons is better than him.
But that's because people get caught up on nostalgia, right? Parsons is the latest talk because he might have had a decent season the year before, or whatever it was that the Cowboys hyped him on. And then you also got to understand that that's coming out of Texas, so anything come out of there is just as big as the fucking state.
It's still disrespect.
But that shit dies down, right? But everybody does it across their career. Everybody gets compared to somebody they should not be compared to. 100%, everybody does it. Somebody got compared to Eli once, and they didn't deserve that.
There hasn't been a single outlet that said Miles Garrett is top 1, 2, or 3 all-time defensive end of all time. Not one.
I don't know if they're ready to say that because you still got a lot of guys with nostalgia on the names that's up above him. So everybody's going to have their own opinion. Just because they ain't saying it don't mean you ain't saying it. Just don't mean the 100 of football fans behind me ain't saying it. Don't mean 10,000 of it over there ain't saying it. Miles Garrett is a fucking cornerstone of today's NFL. We know how good this guy is. I don't hear anything disrespectful coming out about him when it comes to the type of player he is.
And you don't hear anything positive because the negative of the team overshadows the positive. That's why he threw his helmet on the ground.
Yeah, because he's frustrated. 100%.
Because he's like, what? I go out here and I get 5 sacks, and then I turn the ball over to the offense, and nothing happens. Like nothing happens. Like it's dead. Like there is no. Like it's almost to the point. It's like, well, why the fuck am I going out there busting my ass, and then I have to turn around, and you keep trotting out this garden gnome to play quarterback.
So you don't think the linebackers and the defensive ends on the Tennessee Titans who are 1-7 feel the same way?
No, because they believe in Cam Ward.
You don't think they frustrate in the same way that they go out there and they get sacks and doing shit and
they believe in
they
Cam
can believe
Ward.
In their coach all they want. Does it make it frustrating more for Miles Garrett that he doesn't believe in his coach?
They fired the coach.
Who?
The Tennessee Titans.
They have a new coach, right?
That's a new. He started coaching last week.
So I'm just okay. So let's go back to before they fired their fucking coach, Mel. Since you want to play semantics here, before they fired the coach and let this interim take over, could you not say that the DNs on the Titans felt the same way fucking Miles Garrett felt on the Browns?
No, because they believe in Cam Ward. They don't believe in Dylan Gabriel.
We're talking about a team in their record. So they're not frustrated from them losing.
The team believes in Cam Ward.
All they want, but there's going to be frustration behind every loss, especially when you're fucking 1-17.
Yes, but they understand they have belief in him.
I can believe in Jesus Christ. That don't mean I'm not going to get frustrated when I lose.
No, it's two separate things. The Browns defense does not believe in Dylan Gabriel.
Who did they ever believe in?
They believe in Shedeur.
How? We haven't. You said it yourself.
When you see Miles Garrett on the sidelines, who's he standing next to?
You said it yourself. How could they believe in him and he never played the game, bro?
Because they see him in practice.
Man, we heard this story before. That's all I'm saying. We heard this before. He's good, and then he gets out there, and then it's nothing. I'm not saying Shedeur can't be the guy that they're looking for. Do you get rid of Stefanski? Yes. Who do you bring in is my question. That falls on the organization. Even with a Shedeur there, you can't just bring a guy in that isn't going to utilize the team in the right way, just like Stefanski did, just like the guy before him did. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can blame the coach all you want.
You don't know what that coach is going to do until you bring him in.
So when you say this guy is brought in for this thing, right? That should tell me I know what I'm bringing this guy in for. But what you have to tell yourself is there might be 5 candidates that can give you that one thing that you're looking for. 5 candidates. You pick the one out of those 5. You pick the one because you think that one can give you the best chance to achieve what you want to achieve, right? Because they interview a couple of people. They might have their mindset on a guy, but they interview. So you pick that one guy. That one guy doesn't work out. From you picking him, thinking that was the guy, you let the other 4 go. Who does that fall on? That falls on the organization for not getting the pick right. It also falls on the coach for not doing the job that he was doing.
The pick is only bad because the coach didn't fucking perform.
No. How could the coach – right, if the coach doesn't perform, that means he wasn't a good pick.
That's based off of his production.
Right. So that doesn't mean it does not fall on the team because it's based off of his production.
It's like a draft pick, nigga. If I draft a person and that person does not fucking pan out, that's because they fucked up. I picked you based on what I think you can do. Yes.
Bro, when the Giants drafted Eric Flowers and he did not work out, that is halfly on the coach because they picked him, and halfly on Eric Flowers because he wasn't getting the job done. Then you can take a guy like that who leaves the Giants, goes to another team, and does the same exact shit, does not get better. So then half on them, half on him, right? And it's probably not the coach. Sometimes it's the coach is picking, sometimes it's the president or whoever, the guy above him might make the pick. So I want this guy, right? So yes, it might not. A lot of times coaches come in and it ain't their guys, right? That's what I'm saying. A lot of this shit goes into it. This might be most of Stefanski guys. He might have picked this guy and this guy, right? He might have had to say in that guy, right?
It's his guys.
Yep. Right, and they gave him the tools to perform, and he did not. So I'm with you, Mel. He might need to go. But what I'm saying is, and what I've seen in history is the Browns aren't going to get better until they get the coaching right. And right when you think the Browns have picked somebody that's right for them, it winds up not working out for them. So to me, that is an organizational problem, not a coaching.
That's a coaching thing.
No, it's a coaching problem from the organization not picking the right coaches. That's how I look at it. I'm not just like, oh, it's a coach problem because the coach ain't getting the job done. Is he the right guy for the job? And if you think he's the right guy for the job and he's not, then that's on you.
What's going on, brother?
Not just him.
It's not. You know who's the coach by how, one, the team plays on the field, because you could have a losing record, but if the team if the team looks competent and has a progression to them, you understand, okay, we see where everything is going. The Browns look bad on the field, on offense, and that's supposed to be his calling card.
I understand that. That is on him, 100%. But it's also on, they don't have Deshaun Watson. He's injured. He's a big part of what that offense is supposed to be. Who else is missing from the offense?
He's still drafted. Okay.
Right,
okay,
but injuries matter to the whole scheme of things of how a team is supposed to perform.
Okay. Remember, notice how you just said 2 seconds ago. If the organization picks the head coach and the coach fucks up, that's an organizational problem, right?
It's on the coach and also on the organization. That's been my statement this whole conversation.
Okay. Who's the quarterback?
Where, for the Browns?
Yeah.
Daniels dude.
Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel, there you go.
Who picked him?
These nuts. Stefanski.
Whose problem is it?
It's Stefanski's problem.
That's a coaching problem.
But guess what? That's all I've been trying to do. Can the guy above problem. But can a guy above him not come in like, hey, we need to make these changes? Yes or no?
That it is not the owner's
job.
Can
he not come? Yes, the owner's job is to make sure the team is being ran the way they're supposed to be.
The owner does
I didn't say owner. I said the guy above the coach. If the guy above the coach isn't the owner, it's the GM.
Only person, owner, GM. The GM can't tell the coach who to put on the field.
He can't tell him, hey, this is the things that we need to change.
No,
these are the problems that we're seeing with the team.
Yeah, you can say all you want. The coach. The GM cannot tell the coach to change shit.
Then you take him to the back and you beat him like old yellow. Because what are their jobs there? He's there to help him achieve it. Who signs off on the picks? Who signs off on trades? It's not the coach.
What you give me and what I put on the field are two totally different things.
So if I go get a fucking Josh Allen, you don't think the fucking GM is gonna tell this nigga Josh Allen starting when he get here?
It don't matter.
The coach makes that decision.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
If that was the case, then we would not be seeing Daniel Jones right now.
Yes, we would.
No, they drafted. They drafted and freeze it right here freeze it because this is the perfect segue into part 2. No, it's perfect segue because this deals with the Colts. Freeze it right now. Freeze it right now.
Is it Richardson?
No, he's not. He's
no,
healthy
he's not.
As shit.
He came back.
He's healthy as he's been healthy. He's been back.
He's been back since week 2.
Okay, now
I didn't know he was back.
Perfect segue into what the problem, because that's the perfect segue, because we have an owner doing some shit. This is where it's gonna be crazy. Let's go. I'm gonna play half of this. I'm not gonna play the whole fucking thing, just enough so we all understand what's going
15
on.
seconds.
No, we're gonna do more than that.
Copyright.
Or about this, I need to be able to say, is this person full of BS? Do they even know what they're talking about? And I think one of the things that being on the headset has really helped me learn is, to the question earlier, it's such a complex organism of football team and how it operates. And on game day, and you could say, oh, that person ran that route wrong. When you learn to find, oh, someone tagged the wrong wide receiver, and it wasn't really the player's fault. It was the person that called it. So, and it's never, I think that's been a very valuable, because it also helps us be able to know, where do we need to make tweaks? What resources do we need? What do we need to fix? So much of it comes down to just how we operate and how things work. And the headsets are really, I wish more, I would suggest it for anyone else that has to pay coaches and GM.
Okay. Now, that is the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, Carly. Can't remember her last name. Don't mind that. But
Irsay.
It's Irsay something else. I can't remember her. She's married.
Irsay something. Yeah, because she's married. So Irsay something.
She's married.
Irsay.
Okay.
Irsay Gordon, something like that.
I think it's Gordon. You're right. Now, this is an owner who sits on the sidelines with a headset during games, listening to the coaches on the sidelines. And she uses this information to decipher if the coaches know what they're talking about, if someone relayed in the wrong play, yada, 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 yada. Me and Mulaj are very opposite on this right now. We are very opposite on this. Very, very, very opposite. I don't like it at all. I think it's controlling. I think it's micromanaging. Huh?
I said, I guess I'm with Moodhead.
Okay, cool. All right. So you tell me, if you are a fucking coach, I mean, you're an owner, or a regular person, I'm just gonna put you as a regular person, and this is the shit that you have to listen to, and you know how to decipher this. And this is a motherfucker at practice.
Shift the Viper right.
Green right X.
Green right X. Shift the Viper right. 382 X stick looky.
Here we go, guys. Green right X. Shift the Viper right. 382 Y stick looky on one. Ready? X stick looky on one.
Let's go scatter to west right tight. F left. 372 Y stick Z spot.
Here we go. Scatter to west right tight. F left. 382 Y stick Z.
Christ. Just go scatter to west right.
That jack, all right, it's going to be American Exchange, can it, all right, with 3-jet rib Z brownie. Oh, easy, listen. 13 duo, Tim. Yeah, here it is. Woo, I got it. Please, stop. Yes, please stop. Oh my God, he's still going. Hey, he's still going. Hey, snatch this if you get him, all right? I mean, he's still going. You're 1.5 yards from an edge split in the middle. I mean, this is unbelievable what I'm getting right now. Holy.
You mean to tell me you've never been in an offensive meeting, defensive meeting, practice, nothing? You're going to sit with a headset and you're going to listen to that shit and know what you're talking about? Kiss my ass.
You did say on game day. The organisms that happen on game day could be different from what happens inside practice.
That's why I showed 2 clips.
100%. But if you don't think, see, and this is my thing, it just goes back to what I'm saying. So is your stance, hold on, Mel, is your stance that the upper echelons above the coach should not be getting involved in basketball operations?
100%.
I mean, in NFL operations?
100%. 100%.
I don't agree.
No, why not? Because everybody got mad at Jerry Jones for doing it. So why are we celebrating it? This is the problem. She doesn't sit in a fucking meeting all season. No, she doesn't. The fucking Daniel Jones, that offensive line, Jonathan Stewart, that defense, that's who's killing it. She's not doing a fucking thing. She ain't made a phone. She ain't made a call. She ain't made an audible. She ain't ran a.
Really don't think they
She's
telling them,
done-
hey, this is what you need to do. We got to change this. Go this way. Go this way. Just all coach.
But
go do
that's
it.
if that's the
but
case,
that's not
then
why
you
she's
go-
out there.
Then you go coach the fucking team.
Come on, Jay. Come on, tell him. Tell him.
But
how do you
that's
know?
not
man?
why she's out there. That's not why
she
she's out there, though.
If she's saying these are her words, she's listening to see who's making bad calls. Let me talk, and I'll let you talk when I'm done. Yes, it is what she said. I'm telling. We just listened to it. You want me to play it again?
I said that's not all that she said. That's what I said. That's not all that she said.
Listen. She can't understand any of the shit that is going on. She's not inside a fucking she doesn't do any of the offensive meetings. She's not part of the defense. If there are NFL players telling Travis Hunter he can't play both sides of the ball because he can't absorb that much information, what makes you think someone who's not a football player can absorb that same information?
The same way they all do it. So everybody that's in any part of anything in the NFL is all football people. They all play football.
She's not a football person. She's an owner.
That owns a what?
That doesn't make you a football person.
That owns a what?
That does not make you
So
a
is it
football
wrong
person.
for her to own a team and then want to be involved in that team?
Being
See how
involved,
the inner operations work of that team. Seeing if it's something that she can do
what
in her position to help the levels out.
No, because that's not what she's doing. She
How
said
we know?
she said I'm using her words. She said she is going to listen because you can say, oh, well, the receiver ran the wrong route, but then you can listen and be like, oh, well, this person tagged this wrong or this person tagged that wrong. That's the head coach's job. That's why you hired him. The head coach makes those corrections, not you.
But she specifically said that she's there to learn so that she can help.
You can
in
learn that
those
shit on
areas.
Monday. You don't gotta, I don't need you on the sidelines.
No better. Like I told you. Like I told you, there's no better place to learn than on the field.
They told Jerry Jones that. So we're only
Same thing.
Who told Jerry that? Who told
everyone? Everyone has told Jerry Jones that. Everyone.
Hell no, I don't care.
Everyone.
That's a football person. At the end of the day, bro, she's there. She's there to learn. If she's there to learn and to create positive,
you do it during the week.
There's no better way to learn than getting your ass on the field.
That's right.
She's not on the field.
Better.
That's the Browns' motto.
When she's not in the press box or when she's not in the office, she's on the field with the other coaches. There's no better way to learn than getting your ass out there on the field.
No, do that shit on somebody. I don't need you on the sidelines with headphones on.
Nah, I need more coaches. I need more GMs and more owners doing that shit, bro. Because at the end of the fucking day, these motherfuckers don't know about coaching.
So why are you hiding the head coach then?
It's not
because I still have to have somebody to do a job.
Calling plays, man. What are we?
I still have to have somebody to do a job. I'm not going to sit up here. Yeah, I'm not going to sit up here and try to do your job for you or try to do your job with you. But to understand better, to understand better of what I am or what I can bring into the organization, yeah, I feel like they should understand football at a higher caliber than what most owners do. So what is wrong with her being on the field, learning the intricacies of the game, so that she can help them in those areas.
Maybe this is what the Browns owners need to do: get on the fucking field and figure out the problems, bro. Dude, take an example from her.
You can see it from the skybox. You don't need to be on the sidelines.
Nope, it's my field.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think everybody should be on the field learning.
Who field is it? Who field is it, man?
So then fine. If that's the case, then coach the team yourself.
She don't need, but see, you're taking it to the extreme. Because she's down on the field, because she's on the sideline, she has to coach the team. No, she don't.
Yes, it does.
No, she don't. Like she said, she can sample that Gatorade if she wants to, every single bottle.
You can then drink the fucking Gatorade. I don't care about the Gatorade. I don't care about none of that. All the players like they own it because they sign checks.
See, that's bullshit. No, they don't. There's so many stories about players getting into it with fucking presidents, the owners, all that shit. There's stories out there about it.
Yeah, and there's stories on the other side. You keep going to the negative side, so I'm gonna go to the positive side.
Go ahead. There are stories out there of people that like their fucking that owners and forget. Not people that everybody hates them. Nobody. So if you like them, don't you think those people that's telling you the stories? Thank you for proving my point, Mel. That like their fucking upper management would like to see them on the field, cheering them fucking on. They're not because they don't want to be. She wants to be. She wants to be on the field. There's nothing wrong with that.
You don't have to be on the field with headsets.
She doesn't have to, but she wants to.
That's overstepping. That's overstepping.
She's not grabbing the book out of his hand saying, call this play. That's overstepping. Because his
job is
overstepping. No, his job is to coach, Mel. You just sat here arguing with me for over an hour. Talking about you're not even letting me finish. No, because you're not letting me talk. I'm not talking over you. I'm talking. I'm talking. Yes.
If you ask me a question, I have to answer it.
But I'm not done. It was a statement. It wasn't a question. I literally kept talking after that. I stopped. No, I didn't. That's the problem. You don't want to listen either. If it's her team, you're telling her she can't do something that she literally can do. It's her team. Who on the field is going to tell her to move? You tell me that. And now I'm done talking. Tell me who's going to move her. Exactly. Nobody. How can you? She's not stepping on his toes because she's not going over and saying, "Hey, let me see that play card you got. Hey, don't call these. Call these." His job, like you just said, your words is for him to coach. She's not interfering with him coaching. No way did she interfere with him coaching. So how is she stepping on his toes? And I'm even gonna turn my mic off now.
I agree.
If someone is listening to headsets and says that she is listening specifically to see why that receiver ran that wrong route and who tagged and who didn't tag it, that is that is a head coach's job. The head coach is supposed to go to the OC or the passing coordinator or whoever the fuck was calling the play and be like, hey, what you just did, that was wrong. It was supposed to be a 50 pass protect, not a 30, not a 30. That's the head coach's job. That is not supposed to be. It is not fucking work. It is working because the coach and the fucking quarterback, the fucking running back, the fucking defense, the special teams, that's what's working, not her. She's on the fucking sidelines. I don't know. I don't understand how people who don't play fucking football have a fucking role in what's going. She's not calling plays. She's not doing this is based off of everything that y'all just said. If she's not calling plays, she's not changing shit, then it is not her responsibility. She does not get the fucking praise for the team being good. The players do, the coaches do, not her.
But that's not the motive as to why she's on the sidelines. She's there to learn.
On the sidelines, and not the fact that the Colts are a legitimate Super Bowl team right now.
I said that before the season started, first and foremost. Okay, first and foremost, I've been saying that literally before the season started. Okay,
not the talk.
I called it before the season started. Okay,
about a woman being on the sidelines. Yes,
but the fact of the matter is,
no. Just so you know. Everybody that's on this shit, I coach women's football, bitch. Me, I coach women's football. I do this. I understand this more than everybody who's talking right now.
The fact of the matter is she's not there to call plays. She's not there to change personnel. She's not there to do anything but learn the game.
Again, you can do that without having headphones on.
How?
You can sit down with the coaches on Monday.
This is true.
Monday is an off day. Monday is an off day for the whole team. You can have a
repetition
call with the coaches.
Repetition is key. Repetition is key.
You do it every Monday.
You do it every day until you get it. You act like football is a one-day thing.
She's not a football player.
And she doesn't have to be to learn the game of football. What are we doing here?
How is she learning terminology that she doesn't know?
To learn it. That's the point.
It's not being explained to her. So how is she?
How do you know that? That's why she's on the headset. It's because she's learning the terminology. That's the fucking point.
It's not being explained. How is she learning?
How do you know it's not being explained?
Because we don't see it.
You don't see it. You're not on the headset. Of course you don't.
You don't see it neither.
Yeah, of course we don't. We're not on the headset. We're not at practice. We're not doing it. It's not there every day of the week. We don't know what they're explaining to her and what they're not explaining to her.
So all we're going off of is that she's there on game day with a fucking
To
headset.
learn. To learn.
How are you learning if it's not being explained?
How do you know it's not being explained? That's my question.
How do you know that it is?
How do you know that it's not?
That's the whole point. Nobody knows. So why is
So
she
then,
there?
so then sit there and let her learn that way. People don't always have to learn through explanation and words. There are visual learners as well.
If I can take you to my job right now and have you fucking sit there in the corner, you can't learn my job by sitting in the corner.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
No, you
Bullshit! Bullshit!
That's bullshit. I learned how to cook like my grandmother.
That's bullshit.
By doing it.
That's bullshit.
You can't learn the job if no one teaches you the job.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap and you know it.
How?
That's cap and you know it.
How can
Because
you
there is a such thing as visual learners. If I sit there and watch you all day and you don't say shit to me, but I watch everything you do, you really think I didn't learn anything that day?
Get the fuck out.
You really think I didn't learn anything that day? Because that's a crazy statement. Because even in football, mental reps matter. They tell you that all the goddamn time. So if I'm sitting there and I'm watching my position, does that not mean I learned anything?
Mulich, but everything that you just said about mental reps, I have a playbook. I have all of this other shit that I can reference. What is she referencing?
She's learning so that she can go then and reference.
So Mel,
what are we not getting?
Mel, do you think
she doesn't have anything to reference because she doesn't know, which is why she's on the sideline learning.
Hold on.
That's the point.
I want to ask Mel a question. Mel, do you think there is upside to her as an owner learning this stuff on it, whether no matter where she stands at, take that out of it. Do you think it's upside from her learning the game of football in her position?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's all she's doing. But she's doing it in her way.
Not on the sidelines while I am working.
Mel, if you're the head coach of the coach,
I don't want her on the fucking sidelines.
So, and if you go tell her that, what do you think happens to you?
That's a personal problem.
No,
what do you think happens to
you? That's my space.
What do you think happens to you, Mel, when you go tell the owner of the team you don't want them on the field?
It seems to be working fine over there. That's a personal problem.
What happens to you?
That's my space.
What happens to you when you go tell her that this is my space? Go back up in the box.
I don't know. I don't know.
Get out of there, bro. Get right
out of there. Fuck it. Then I'm out of there.
You, bro.
Then I'm out.
So
and guess what? You would never get another coaching job anywhere else.
So if I'm an owner of a company, I can't go check in on my managers and assistant managers. I can't just sit in the store and chill as an owner.
You pay them so that you don't have to do that. Every once in a while, yes. Every once in a while,
if it's my company, what if I want to?
How long has she owned the team? How long has she been an owner?
Every once in a while, yes, you do check in on your staff.
How long has she been an owner?
I don't care how long she's been. I don't know. I don't care.
You gotta care because if she's a new owner,
she just took ownership. She just took ownership this year because her dad died this year.
Operations of the team of the football field, so she could better serve them up top. Then there's nothing wrong with her coming down. It's like, let me see what this feels like.
So then why does everybody hate that Jerry Jones does what he does?
Because Jerry Jones is Jerry fucking
I personally don't.
Jerry Jones is more controlling his team. Like, hold on, let me find the comment. Jerry Jones is more meddling in his team than sitting there on the headset trying to understand the team. We understand she said like if there was something wrong, I could figure out if it was because this guy did this or this guy did that again. Like if there was something wrong. Why did this receiver run this wrong route? She's not saying that's the only thing she's down there to watch. She says the organisms of the game, meaning the ones that come out this way, the ones that go that way, the ones that go this way, the ones that go up, the ones that she wants to learn the game so she can better understand what her job is up top and how to assist the ladders under the steps under her. It's a ladder. She's at the top. She has to know her job, has to know or should know what goes on that field and how it happens. So this way she could better assist them when they come to her, like, look, we need this, we need that.
You can do everything that you are saying.
Nah, she's active.
Okay,
baby.
so then, all right.
She active, baby. I mean, I don't know why you so upset that she's an active fucking owner. Like, I'll be with you 100%. I'll be with you if she was over by him, whispering shit like, "Don't call that play, call this play. Don't call this, call that." But she's not doing that. Is she interrupting him in the middle of the game while she has the headset on? She like, yo, what's going on over here? If she's doing that, then you might have a point. But if she's down there listening, and then maybe somebody like Moose said is on the side explaining to her what's going on, or somebody else might be in the ear set and telling her what's going on, or why is this called this way and that called that way, or like the person in the chat said, she might know the playbook. She might not be that ignorant to the game, but she wants to know the operations that happen on game day, like she also said. She also said the game day operations. She wants to learn those. She's not doing the same thing Jerry Jones is doing. I hope that's not what we're looking at here. Jerry Jones didn't have a headset on, I don't believe.
No,
I could be wrong there.
And Jerry Jones is the GM. He has more controlling factors why he should be doing some of these things, and he doesn't.
But he does more than what other people do in his position.
Because he's the GM and the owner.
But I'm talking about the shenanigans and shit and what people see and how people are able to say Jerry shouldn't be doing this and Jerry shouldn't be doing that. And Jerry,
doing what?
Because the same shit you're saying they shouldn't be on the field. Why was people saying they shouldn't be on the field?
Why? He didn't have a headset on. They said he's an owner. He should be. They said he's an owner. He should be up in the skybox.
So why were they saying that though? Why were they saying that?
Because he's
what was Jerry doing? What was
because no other owner, other owners, they do not come on the field. They don't. Tom Brady has just said that he's in the booth. So thank you for proving my fucking point.
You feel me? That's because Tom Brady don't want to be on the field. It's his choice. Just
he's
like
a broadcaster.
He can broadcast from the field, nigga. He can go down on the field and broadcast if he want. He Tom fucking Brady. He go broadcast while throwing playing catch with the backup quarterback if he want. What I'm saying is, I don't understand why you're standing this strong on her wanting to be this involved with her team. It's not like she's stepping on anybody's toes. It's not like she's meddling in his job.
Did you talk to any of the coaches? Did you talk to any of the coaches?
Did you talk to any of them to say that she shouldn't be down there?
Al Davis was never on the fucking sideline.
Did you talk to her when? Did you talk to them when she was down there to understand how they felt? Why you still so?
You don't know. You don't want to say she's not stepping on toes.
She's not.
You don't know that. You just said it. You have no idea if she does or she doesn't.
She ain't stepping on the toes.
You have no idea.
Al Davis stepped on toes a lot.
She ain't stepping on the toes.
Okay, so you can just make shit up and that's fine.
Al Davis.
I'm not making shit up.
You're making shit up. You're making shit up. You're literally making shit up.
I'm not making it up. She's not stepping on the toes. She's saying she's stepping on toes because she's on the field. And that's why I'm saying she ain't stepping on the toes because she's on the field. I'm only speaking to that point. We don't know if there's a problem. And like the person in the chat said, her and the coach have a really good relationship. So who's to say she didn't have the conversation with the coach beforehand and say, hey, I'll be down on the floor, down on the field a little bit because I want to get the feel of the game. How don't we know that happened?
Because she never said it.
Okay, so there's a lot of things that's never said. It's never happened.
So again, you're making shit up. She never said it, so we don't know if that's true or not. You're
right, but I'm giving a hypothetical. I just said what if. I said what if. So yes, that implies that I'm making it up. Yes, Mel. Yeah, I said what if.
You're making it up.
Right, but so what is so much of a fact to you that you feel she shouldn't be on the floor? Because there's nothing that says that anybody else has a problem with it on her own team. On her own team.
Because no one said anything.
Right, so nobody said anything either which way. For it or against it.
Right. I'm giving my opinion.
Right, and I'm giving mine.
No, you're making shit up.
No, I'm not. I put a hypothetical in it. I'm making
that's the definition. That's the definition. That's the definition.
You can say making it up to make it sound good all you want, Mel.
That's
I'm giving a hypothetical.
That is the definition of making shit up.
I'm giving a hypothetical.
That's making shit up.
I'm giving a hypothetical.
That is
just like I gave you the hypothetical when I said if you was the coach and she came down, how would you tell her to get up your field? That's a hypothetical.
That's yes, and I gave you an answer, but it's still some made up shit.
because you wouldn't be able to. There's nothing wrong for her being on the field, man. I don't even know why we're having this discussion so heatedly right now.
I like it.
Like, what's the problem of her wanting to get to know her team? She just took over.
Because
I like it.
None of you niggas have ever been a head coach. As a head coach, I'm talking from my experience, from my opinions. As a head coach, the last person I want sitting on a headset listening to shit that I am supposed to be doing is someone who owns the team.
What's the deep-rooted problem there? Why don't you want them doing it?
Well,
I don't want nobody doing it.
Why, if they're your boss, they can do it. Why don't you want them doing it?
I manage 30 fucking people at my job. I don't do it to them. I don't stand over them and say, "Oh, well, are you doing this? Did you do that? Why did you do that?" I don't do that.
But Mel,
but you're also not learning on the job.
So hold on. Are you saying every owner must walk down this path and do it this way?
When did I say? When did
Melvin
say? No, that's not what I said.
Okay,
I
that's
said,
why I'm asking the question.
I am talking about Melvin. I did not bring another person into this conversation.
I'm talking about the coaches in the NFL. That's the only people you can bring in the conversation. We're talking about the owner of the NFL. So my question is to the owners, not to you coaching, to the owners.
No, because you asked Melvin, why don't you like it? That has nothing to do with other NFL problems. Because I don't, and I'm giving you the answer, and you're adding people in, nigga. Like,
I didn't add any. I stuck to the conversation is the coaches. Coach, right? Her doing it. So what I said was,
we're talking
because
about
you don't like it. Do you think that that owners, right? The owners have to walk down this line and do things this way, and anything outside of that is just not you don't want it. Football. We're talking about football owners because she's outside the box, right? We don't see nobody else on the field. She's the only one that comes on the field with her team. Is that outside the norm? Should she just get in the norm? Is what you're saying? Because this is not what people do. What my thing is, I'm trying to figure out what's the real problem with her being down there. What's the real problem?
I've explained it like 4 times.
No, you said you don't want the person above you watching over you, but she's trying to learn. She literally said she's trying to learn. That's not her watching over you.
You don't have to be on the sidelines to learn.
Mel, you don't. But maybe that's the way she learns. Like Mulich said, you can't tell her how she goes about learning.
On game day, how can I help you as the coach?
What are you talking as the owner?
If she's trying to learn, how can I help you learn?
But she's not there helping him in that moment. She's there trying to learn how the organisms, the organisms work. How the organisms of the game work. That's what she's there to find out. She literally said that in the clip you showed. She literally said that. She's there to learn. She didn't say, I'm here to, figure out the problems and fix them. She's here to learn.
That's literally what she fucking said, dog.
She said she's here to learn. So don't you think if the wide receiver
learn more about this, it also helps us be able.
If the wide receiver made the wrong route, I don't need this. Like if the wide receiver made the wrong route,
because
the wide receiver made the wrong route, she said, I know what she said. I don't need the fucking video, Mel. Like you're trying to play semantics. I know what she said. She said, if this wide receiver made the wrong route, I get to see why was it wrong. Was it because of this or was it because of that? But is that not her learning the game? How could these mistakes be made and still learning the game, Mel?
No, see, you're missing the end part of this. This is why I wanted to play it. She said, because if you are paying coaches millions of dollars,
you need to make sure they're doing their job right.
That's micromanaging. That's the head coach's job.
No, if I'm paying coaches millions of dollars, I need to make sure that my coach is doing the job. The coach is doing the job. It is it's my money coming out of my pocket. I have a right to check on my employees to make sure they're doing their job right. So if she then learns the job of a coach, if she then learns what they're supposed to do, now she can correctly say, hey, he's not doing what he's supposed to do, or he is doing what he's supposed to do.
That's the head coach's job.
How is that the head coach's job? How is it the head coach's job when she oversees him? So from the top, she's looking down. This is her employee. She's not his employee. How is that his job? Are you misunderstanding what I'm saying? If she's at the top and she's evaluating her employees, how is she supposed to evaluate them? By looking on the camera or getting in the field with them?
Because everything reports up, not down, dumbass. Players report to coaches. The Players report to the OCs. OCs report to the head coach. Head coach reports to the fucking general manager. General manager to the owner. That's how it goes.
And just because, dumbass, that she doesn't want to do it that way, it's not right.
Then you're overstepping the head coach and your general manager, the people that you put in place to do the job.
Nope. She's trying to learn the game, bro. I can see if she was an owner for 22 years and she was doing it, but she just became an owner, bro.
Or you could just be coordinating with them.
Like, she's trying to figure out what the duties are, so she knows that these guys are doing their job right. It doesn't matter if it's the guy below her to tell her if she's doing it. She needs to see it. Any active boss is a good boss, because then this guy can tell me anything. Yo, the coach, it's on the coach. It's the coach the reason why we. No, it wasn't me. It was the coach. But then if she knows the coach's job and she sees that, oh no, this was handled this way and with that, no, it's you, motherfucker. A lot of things can go into that. Then, oh, she's stepping on the stove. She overstepped. She's micromanaging. No, she can learn how to officially do her job and what to look for at the top of owning a team that she's never done before. She's never done this before. She's new to it. So how is she supposed to get acclimated into it? Call the other owners and tell them to sit in the room and tell me what I need to know? No, she's getting out there in the dirt with her players to figure out what the fucking how the machine moves, how it works from her eyesight. Not from somebody else telling me, not from up there in the booth. I get to see it up close. I get to see the good things, the mistakes, the things that's all right, the things that need right here. So I can better assist the guys down the ladder. I can. I don't have to wait till my guys climb the ladder to get to me. That's called being proactive, man. Proactive to make sure my shit is running.
Why do you have a
general
manager?
Maybe
what's the general manager's job?
Maybe if the owners of the motherfucking Browns did, maybe they'll be better. To do exactly what you said, but that does not exempt to do exactly what you said, but it does not exempt the owners from coming down and checking on their people, bro.
So the general manager you just overstepped that nigga. You overstepping the head coach.
How do you know she overstepped him? How do you know this wasn't a meeting?
Because she's doing the job that she's paying them to do.
No, she's not. She's literally not coaching. She's not calling plays. She's not putting in personnel. She's not making depth charts. She's not doing none of that. What are you talking about?
Offense, you're going off topic. I literally said it 5 times. If the offensive coordinator or the passing coordinator, whoever is on the headset calling the next play, and they change, they go from it's supposed to be a 50 protection, but they call it 30 protection, and then someone's out of position, and that play gets fucked up. It is the head coach's job to then look at the passing coordinator, OC, whoever made the call, and be like, dude, you are fucking up. You did this wrong. If she's there with headsets on and she's doing it, you are overstepping the head coach.
But she's not doing it. She's learning about it. She's learning about it so that she can help them gain the resources that they may need to help them in certain areas. She never said that she's on the headset telling them what to do personnel-wise or play-wise. That's not what she said in the video.
And it's never.
And you can play it again.
I think that's been a very wrong when you learn to find someone tagged the wrong wide receiver, and it wasn't really the player's fault. It was the person that called it. So, and it's never. I think that's been a very valuable, because it also helps us be able to know where do we need to make tweaks, what resources do we need, what do we need to fix. So much of it comes down to just how we operate and how things work, and the headsets are really. I wish more. I would suggest it for anyone else that has to pay coaches and GMs.
Exactly what I said.
So
exactly what I said. Did she not just say exactly what I said?
No, that's not what you said. That is not what you said. 100%.
That's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said.
No, it's not. You are skipping over.
That's exactly what I said.
That is not what you said.
She literally said, you played the video again. She literally said, you played it longer than you played it. She literally said,
I played the whole video the first time.
We can make tweaks. We can make tweaks. Is that not what she said? So we can make tweaks as an owner. Is it not her job to make tweaks to make sure her team is running the way it's supposed to?
What did she say before that?
What did she say? What was her ultimate goal? What did she say? You said we didn't hear what she said at the end, right? That's what you said, Mel, right?
Because
so what did she say before the part that you wanted her to say?
Because she said, as an owner, if you're paying GMs and coaches millions of dollars.
That was the last sentence.
Now,
the last
before you got to your point, she said, if a receiver ran the wrong route, we know who to tag. That's the coach's job, not yours.
She said we. Doesn't mean
that's
she.
She's
she
not.
Say,
she's
so
not.
I know who to
she's
tag.
not supposed to be part of the we
group. They are.
No, they're not. She's not part of the coaching staff.
Who? It's her fucking team. She can be whatever part of she wants, whatever she wants. If she wants to go down there with the running backs on a Saturday, she can go down there with the fucking running backs on a Saturday.
You know what?
And she also said, learn.
I believe you're right, because this is your podcast and you just came and took over my shit. So this is your shit now. Fuck it. You can do the show from now on.
Yo, you gotta cut your attitude, bro.
She also said she was there to learn.
So now we know.
When she learns when she learns about the game of football, when she learns who tagged the wrong receiver, and sometimes, like we said during the whole coaching debate, right? It's not just on the players, sometimes it's on the coaches. So when she learns that, she can help tweak and gain resources to help the team. How is that wrong? How is that bad? That's not bad. That's not even me.
Job.
It is the head coach's job. But why isn't? But also, who does the head coach go to so that they can also sign the paychecks?
But that's the order of things. There's an order to things. That is breaking the order of things.
That's in a traditional space, absolutely. But in today's game, where in a male-dominated space, a woman is trying to learn the game so that she can help her team better be successful. Why isn't that a problem?
It's not about a woman. It's a fucking owner. I've never said woman. I said owner.
But her being a woman is important because the football is a male-dominated space, is it not?
What? I don't want a owner doing it. Male.
Is football a male-dominated space? Is it, or yes or no, bro? It's a yes or no question.
What does that have to do with the conversation?
Because as a woman, you have to take the intricate route in learning the game of football, because a lot of men are going to take the time to explain the game of football. Yes or no?
No. Wrong.
Exactly.
No,
they're not.
Wrong. No,
that's cap, bro. That's cap, bro. That's cap. You just talking right now. You just talking at this point, because that's fucking cap, nigga.
What evidence do you have of that?
That's cap, bro.
Please tell me.
That's cap. How many women? Oh, how many times have you sat there with a woman in any football conversation and sat up there and actually took the time to explain to her the game of football?
Nigga, I coach women football for a living.
I'm not talking about women. I'm not talking about athletes, Mel. I'm not talking about athletes, because, like you just said, she's not a football player.
I taught my wife. I taught my daughter. I taught every female around me.
Because
you taught them, right? And what did they do?
The same way for everybody else.
Hold on, Troy. You taught them, right? And what did they do?
What do you mean? What did they do?
What did they do? Because there's a key word there. They learned the game from somebody who played the game. Correct?
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything? I'm still trying to figure out how you.
That's what she's doing. Is that not what she's doing?
She doesn't have to do it on the sidelines.
She can do
whatever, bro.
She likes to, man.
All right, bro.
She can do whatever she likes to. She can do it in her car. She can do it in the head coach's car. She can do it in the starting quarterback's car if she wants to. She owns the team.
Because if I want to teach my daughter football, why would I not have her on the sideline?
It's unethical for her to be there. Nobody else does it. But this is the way
it doesn't make any sense.
Learn. If being involved is the way she learns, man, why are we knocking her for that? Why are we knocking the owner of being involved? Wanting to know their team, know the ins and outs of their team.
When did I
why
say?
Why are we so caught up on the way?
Name the one time I knocked her for wanting to learn the game.
Name
the one time Melvin said.
This is what I mean. Mel does not listen. The whole statement was.
I said she can learn it from. I said I don't like her on the side.
Learning the game.
I said I don't like her on the sidelines.
And that is fine for you.
I never said I don't want her to learn the game. I said I don't like the fact she's on the side.
I never said
keep
that
talking over me?
because you're going off because you cut me off first. I wasn't finished talking. You cut me off, and then you started talking, and then I started talking. Then you can keep saying this all you want, Mel. You cut me off first. I was talking, so stop this cutting back off shit because we're both doing it to each other. That's first of all. Second of all, I wasn't done talking, and I was making a statement. You tried to say that I said that you knocked her. My statement was, why are we knocking her for learning the game the way she wants to learn it? That was my statement, not that you're knocking her for learning. So don't sit here and try to go on a tangible about, oh, when did I ever say I was knocking her for learning? I never said that. That's why I'm cutting you off, because I didn't say that. So if you're gonna respond off of what I said,
that's literally what you said.
If you wouldn't have cut me off, you would have heard the rest of my statement. But you cut me off. Is why you didn't let me finish it, and you didn't hear the end of it. But if you stop and you just listen for a second, let me finish, then maybe I'll let you finish, Mel. But that was my statement. Why are we knocking her for her wanting to learn in the way she wants to? That was my statement. Now you can respond off of it, but don't sit and say, "Oh, I never said I was knocking her because she wanted to learn." I didn't say you were. I said off the way she wants to. That's my point. That's the key point to it. She wants to learn this way. Why are you so upset with the way she wants to learn? I don't understand that. She's proactive. I get it. You would rather her sit up there in the booth and sit on her ass and sign some paperwork, but that's not the type of owner she wants to be. She wants to be a hands-on owner.
Now you just made up a whole nother. You made up a whole. She could sit in the booth with the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator while they're the same stuff that she's getting on the headsets. They're talking it in the booth.
Okay, so offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators not also on the field for some teams. So when they're on the field, can she go down there?
We're talking about this. See, now you changing it. All right, cool, whatever though. All right, I literally okay.
If they're on the field, can she? So just because they're in the booth, I'm not changing it. If they were on the field, would it be all right for her to be on the field? No, right? You would still say no, right?
Like you said, you on the podcast. You would still say no, right? Whatever you say, you still
would say no, right? You still would say no, right? You still would say no, right? You would still say no, right? You would still say no, right?
That's my answer to everything right now.
If the offensive defensive coordinator was still on the floor, you would still have a problem with her.
But now you making shit up again. Like,
I asked you a question, you wouldn't answer it. I literally asked you a question to get your answer, and you kept saying I own the podcast, which is the answer to the question I answered. I'm sticking with facts. You just going on. And I'm talking facts too. You're saying she can learn them in the booth because they're in the booth. No, I'm not. You said she can learn in the booth because they're in the booth. So I'm asking you, this isn't making something up. If they were on the field, could she then go down there and learn on the field?
I don't want her on the field.
Okay, so just say that. That's all my question was.
I said it 1,000 times. I don't want her on the field.
And we get that part. What we don't get is
why
are you so upset? Because it wasn't wasn't the same question.
Because the head coach does not go into her office and sit down when she's making deals. He doesn't sit on her shoulder. Oh well, make sure you sign that.
He's not in a position too.
Why not? If it's affecting me, why?
The owner.
If it's affecting me, why can't I?
Because she's the owner, not him.
On the football field, I'm the owner.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
On the football field, on game day, that is the coach's domain. That's where he's wrong. The coach is king on the field.
Not on her team. And I don't think she's viewing it like that. He is still the king on the field. She's just listening in so she understands it. I don't understand why that's getting twisted. So king and two-man, she's not coaching. She's not calling plays. She didn't call one play.
It's not about calling plays or not. I don't care about any. It's her presence. Any owner, their presence on the sidelines. That's the goal. It doesn't have nothing to do with her being a woman. It's all about owners being on the side, being on the sidelines. That is it. Ownership. No, shouldn't be there. If you're gonna come, if we win the Super Bowl and you want to hold the trophy, bet. Bring your goofy ass down. Do that. If quarterback wins an award, you want to be there to present it to him? 100%. I'm here for all that shit. But on game day, when we are calling plays, and we are in the midst of what is going on, but for those 4 quarters, I don't want you on the sidelines with a headset on. I just don't. I don't. Okay. Now, let's get to these picks. because Melvin just quit. Let's go. All right. So Sunday, November 2nd, we have classic NFC football going on. 49ers versus the New York Football Giants. Let's get these picks going. Troy, since the Giants is your team, who we got?
I got the Giants.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Mullers hates the 49ers, so this is going to be a very interesting pick.
Yeah, fuck the Niners. I'm going with the Giants.
If you don't want to get a new job, I will get a new job. Thank you.
Here you go. Yeah, she can blackball your ass. You won't go to the NFL, bro.
Hey, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Some just bigger than others. But I do appreciate y'all in the chat, though. Appreciate that shit.
Hey, King, hold on, Mel, real quick. King, you could say somebody wrong, but ain't nobody up here wrong. We all just share different opinions and different views.
I don't get wrong is wrong. It is what it is. You know how we do. I don't give a fuck. Raiders, Jaguars.
Raiders.
I'm down on the Raiders. I'm not picking the Raiders. I can't do it no more.
I got the Jaguars.
I'm gonna take the Jags too. I can't do it no more.
Still flying high, baby. Don't care. Ready until I die.
Browns might have an opening soon if he keeps playing the Leprechaun. They should.
Shit. Maybe the Browns should take after her and start going on the field with their fucking coaches, and maybe they'll get something right.
All right, we are
Next
on
game.
a whole different topic.
Next game.
Commanders, Seahawks. Jaden Daniels is playing Terry McLaurin out in Washington.
Who quarterbacking right now for the Seahawks?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. That's what I got him on team. Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks.
I'm gonna take the Commanders.
Next game. He talking about me. He's saying that's what somebody wrong was saying. But obviously, before you got here, there was other people, if you go read the chat, that didn't think I was wrong, brother. So you're the only one to think I'm wrong. So me don't give a shit. me don't give a shit at all.
Look, this is
your first battle. It's a battle of opinions. That's what we do. Battles of opinions.
If you see, like, if you keep coming, this is. He gonna be. I quit, so he gonna be here for the rest of the season.
Mel's still gonna be here, but I'm still going to push Mel to his limits.
Patriots, Falcons.
That's your. Kings. That's your opinion. I'll take the Falcons, Mel.
I'm gonna go Patriots because I think Kirk Cousins is still playing quarterback and he sucks. So we're gonna keep doing that.
Okay. Patriots. Give me the Pats.
King, by whose standard makes you right? Next game, man. Sorry.
Chargers, Titans.
Chargers. But as you said, King, in your opinion, everybody else has the right to their own opinions too. Just so you know, doesn't make them wrong or right. Just like I don't agree with your opinion, I wouldn't say you're wrong. Just like I never told Mel once up here he was wrong. Neither did Moo. And neither did Mel say we was wrong.
Well, Moo did say I was wrong.
Well, Moo, that's wrong on you. You shouldn't have said he was wrong. We don't. There's no wrong.
Damn.
To me, it's just passionate debating. That's all.
That's all. Give a damn.
Hope to see you back over here. We love the adversity in the chat.
Nigga, I'm fucking. Do y'all see how many fucking? Y'all see how much I smoked over here in my fucking high ass brain? That nigga Mel is wrong.
I want to smoke right now,
nigga. So yeah. What the fuck? And I say the fuck again, bro. That's my brother. So yeah, nigga, if I want to tell the nigga he fucking wrong, he's wrong, nigga. And we gonna guess what? We gonna talk about this shit after the show anyway. So yeah, if you want to come up here and debate me, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong too.
Logic only fits with your opinion. If I have a different opinion from you, I could find logic to go with my opinion too, King. Trust me, I used to be in debate class in high school. You don't want to do this, bro. Like there's logic behind everybody's opinion. Go ahead, next
Bears, Bengals.
Bears.
I'm gonna take the Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears. Even though they lost last week, I'm I'm gonna keep going. Jamar Chase was
Bengals
kind of
just
upset.
suck. Yeah, Bengals just suck.
Jamar Chase was upset last week, so I look for him to have a big game, but I still don't think I think the Bears put it back together.
You said Bengals.
And in
No, I
that
said
sense,
I said the Bears put it back together.
No, you said Bengals.
No, I said Bears put it back together.
No, on the screen. He said Bengals.
On what screen? What are you talking about? What are we doing?
You don't see the message? You don't see the message at the bottom? It says Bengals.
Oh, Bungles.
if that's the case, never mind. Never mind, because we'll be here all night. King, we might have to get you. We might have to get you on. We might have to get you on the show because.
Yeah, King, you don't know what you're talking about.
If that's the case,
feelings and debating. What are you?
You literally just proved our point. But continue.
Like, what are you talking about? There's no feelings in debating. There's always feelings in debating. People are passionate about their stance. You say I was yelling, but that's just how I show my passion. My octaves go up. I grew up in a house with 13 people, so getting loud is just a normal thing I do, even when I'm at partying. And these guys know me. Me and Mel went to a barbecue together. You couldn't really hear me because the music was loud, but I was still loud. You feel me? That's just me. So don't take it as I'm yelling. All right.
Yeah.
It's just me kicking ass up here. Whether you agree with me or not, we love get up here, King. Hit us up and let us know when you go. I'll be back up here Friday. We could do this all day. I live for this.
Mm-hmm. And we got a basketball show, so pull up.
Yeah, you want to pull up, pull up. We ain't scared. We don't duck the smoke.
At all.
All right. Colts, Steelers.
Ooh.
Indiana Jones heading to the Steel City. What you think? Old man
Aaron
Rodgers got it. Old man Rodgers.
I'm gonna go Colts.
Give me Carly's Colts.
I got you, brother. I will send you the invite.
Yeah, come up. We love to debate people, man. Different
opinions
opinions is what we're looking for.
We'll be on the same time next Friday. Pull up.
Yeah, same thing. Chaz, like anybody in the chat, like we say it all the time. Just if you want to join, we don't have no problem. The more the merrier. That's what.
But yeah, I guess you don't know what you're talking about either. You wrong according to King, so you might have to come up here with him and debate him.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. Old man Rodgers is not going to. The Steelers. Look, Mike Tomlin's not going to go to the playoffs for the first time in his coaching career, and it's all going to be because of Aaron Rodgers, and I'm here for it.
You said it's all because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Shoot, they lucky DJ wasn't here. We were never in.
We appreciate that, King. King probably was over here like, damn, this nigga about to start calling me dumbass. It's like he called Mel. I only call Mel a dumbass because he called me a dumbass. Normally, we don't do name calling over here, so me and Mel gonna have to have a little conversation about that one right there. But next game, Mel.
Look, it is what it is.
Next game, Mel.
Broncos, Texans. My dog is doing back spins on the carpet right now.
Broncos. I'm going Broncos.
Texans.
They've been kicking ass lately.
Fuck the Broncos.
Been kicking ass lately.
I'm gonna go Texans. Okay, if you know Shaz, if you know how we get down, this is part of the show. It's a lot of entertainment value that
especially when I'm here.
We like to throw a lot of entertainment value into the show.
If I'm here, it's going to be an argument, as they call it, but it's really just a heated debate.
Yeah, I see why Boo Wop quit. That's what I'm saying.
Spicy takes, heated debates.
Oh, shit.
Spicy takes, heated debates. Welcome to From the Sideline, man.
I didn't give Boo Wop his pink slip. He gave it to me. He said, nigga, I'm out of here. I can't take it no more. We hope to see you back next Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And Saturdays going forward, we'll have a show.
Yeah, we got shows basically every day from Tuesday to Saturday. So
subscribe. I'm gonna drop a message. I gotta go to a funeral in the morning, but I'm gonna try to drop a message on the YouTube tomorrow outlining the start dates, days and times of our show. So King, Shaz, we can get you guys back in here.
Mm-hmm. Vikings, Lions.
Lions.
Absolutely, you're welcome anytime too.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go Lions.
Come through.
I'm gonna go Lions on that one.
Yeah, I'm going Lions.
Lions.
This Packers, Panthers. This is actually a better game than people think. I think both teams are going in the same direction. They're both going upwards. So this is gonna be a tough game.
I'm gonna go Packers.
But I'm gonna take the Packers in Green Bay. It's a very tough place to beat the Packers.
You already know I'm an honorary cheesehead. Go Pack, go.
Rams Saints.
There you go.
Oh yeah. You fuck with us, you stuck with us, bro.
Yeah. Once you hear. That's it.
That's it.
Rams Saints. I'm gonna go Rams.
Yeah, Rams should be coming out strong after a bye.
Shit, I'm gonna go Saints.
You are tripping.
My upset game. See, I'm not tripping. King, look, me and King agree. We disagreed earlier. We agree now. You don't know what you're gonna get from this podcast. You just don't know.
Tyler Shuck is making his fucking NFL debut this week. They're gonna get blown
way
out. Yeah, they benched Spencer. They benched Spencer Rattler.
Oh, he's throwing 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a win. I'm taking the
Tyler 3 picks.
I'm taking
3 picks.
Okay. Big game. And this is early. I don't know why this wasn't the Sunday night game, but hey, it's the 1 o'clock game. Chiefs, Bills.
God damn, I hate both these teams so much.
I hate both these teams very much so.
We know you hate Josh Allen. We don't know why.
I hate Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
you just hate Patrick Mahomes because he's a winner.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I hate Patrick Mahomes because I'm a Raider fan and he's the fucking Chief and he's in my fucking.
I'm inclined to go Bills here. I am inclined to go Bills. I don't know.
Bills.
I'm going Chiefs. Even though I hate Patrick Mahomes, I think I hate Josh Allen a little more.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
My hate for Patrick Mahomes is not measured on this.
I know it runs deep. It runs deep with you. It runs deep, and the game is in Buffalo.
Two men said they bought and paid for already.
You may have a point. Two men may be right. You said 2 games on Monday?
No, 1 game.
Oh damn.
1 game. And the one game we get on Monday night, both the teams combined for 5 wins.
Jets versus
Cardinals, Cowboys.
Oh, Cardinals, Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys.
You already know where I'm finna go with this, man. You already know where I'm going with this.
I'm going fast feet. I think Marvin Harrison and fast feet tear that secondary and that defense up.
Yeah. Gonna get real disrespectful in this. Yeah.
Real disrespectful.
Cardinals. And matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all points too. Give me the Cardinals by 21 because the Cowboys defense can't stop a baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch my pick. I'm going Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know why I picked the Cowgirls. I didn't think straight. It's the whiskey that's getting to me.
All right.
But they can't stop AZ.
Then we got the Thursday game, AFC West showdown. Broncos, Raiders.
Broncos.
Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos.
Hopefully by then the Raiders would have Anthony Richardson and we're gonna win that game.
They pitching
Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos.
They pitching it.
Fuck the Broncos.
You know what they pitching, Mel?
What?
Fuck the Broncos.
The Broncos pitching it. You know what they pitching?
Fuck the Broncos.
A shutout.
Fuck the Broncos.
A shutout. A offer.
No.
A offer. A offer.
Raiders.
I don't care, King. Fuck the Cowboys. I'm a Giants fan, bro.
Belt to ass on next Thursday. Belt to ass. Hopefully they get Anthony Richardson. That's all I want.
I've been waiting for a goddamn primetime spot, and I've been asking when we gonna get a primetime spot, and here it is. Let's get it, boys. Yeah. Hey, where that game at, Mel?
Which one?
The Raiders. The Raiders Broncos game.
Denver.
Y'all got lucky.
No, I think they said AR's eye is fine. Let me see.
Didn't he hit himself in the face with a band?
He did some dumb shit, yes.
Yeah, no, keep that man far away from my team.
They just place him on IR. They don't say.
You know what, Toolman? You are absolutely fucking correct. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the curse of them not drafting Shedeur.
No, I'm not. I'm not, King. I'm not mad they didn't draft Shedeur. I'm not.
He is. No.
I am.
No.
I am.
Not at all. Not at all. No, the Giants, I'm not mad. No. Why would I want a good quarterback when my offensive line is just going to get him sacked like every other fucking quarterback?
Good quarterbacks can help an offensive line.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, with that being said, shout out to everybody in the fucking chat. Two-man Shaz, King David. There's a bunch of y'all in here today. Y'all was rocking out. And some of y'all cursed me. Some of y'all was cursing me out in the chat. I don't like that.
Some of y'all was cursing me out. Mel was getting jumped. He was so mad.
Yeah, don't jump me in the chat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then I got to call for backup, and then I got to get people in the chat.
Tony was in here.
I got to start paying for bots and shit.
I had to call my brothers to get in the chat for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my brothers and my nephew normally.
Shout out to Just Humble. Just Humble was in here early too, so shout out.
So my nephew's supposed to be in here defending me. I'm gonna have to see what the hell Andre doing.
Yeah, Andre, he been MIA for a few weeks, man. We're gonna have to get on him, man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, shout out to everybody. I know, like I said, if you watching it and you see us and we yelling and it gets heated, that's just if you go subscribe to the YouTube, you're gonna see it. Heated debates, spicy takes. That's what we do. It is what it is. That's why we're red when the show.
That's why I was laughing at Mel the whole time. That's why I was just over here laughing because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up after this meeting. Fuck him up.
You know,
we're gonna fight. I'm gonna punch the shit out of my camera. Watch when this shit go. I'll punch the shit out of my camera, Mel. I got you.
Yeah. Thank you, King David. This is what we're gonna do. Hey, it gets crazy. Like basketball is when I really go nuts. Football, I'm level-headed. Basketball, I lose.
Tuesday 6:30
Thursday.
p.m. Eastern time, and then Thursday, another basketball show, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, and we knock out. Then we got to have a round table on Saturdays. We got another ensemble show on Wednesday.
So you can hear us argue about some other shit.
Yeah, we argue about everything. So that's just what we do. We like to argue. These are my brothers.
Oh, come on the basketball show. Spurs fan. Look, we was talking about Wembanyama last week.
We was talking about the Spurs literally last night.
Big Wimby.
Yep.
Yeah. So another fire show. Make sure you guys keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. You already know we're going to keep bringing y'all this fire ass,
who's watching, make sure you
content.
click that like button and that subscribe button.
And that subscribe button. You already know we're not going to stop. Keep coming back because we're not going to stop till we get that plaque in the motherfucking back. We're going to see y'all motherfuckers next week and tomorrow. Peace.
All right, we'll check out with y'all next week.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the